Okay, hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. We are having an interesting night tonight, so we're just gonna see how we go. I'm gonna configure the YouTube live chat, and I don't need to go. Do not need the Twitch chat on here, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so Andrew should be hopping back on at any second now.
Hey, yo, what up?
There he is. What's going on, man?
It's all good. How are you?
Good, good. So let me put this back on the thing, and we'll go back to the other thing, and let's see what we get. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to get these things painted, but let's do the damn thing. Oh, come on. There it is. Let's see how this chat. Okay, let's see how this feed is looking. Stream status is good. Good, good. Okay, so let's put that up. All right, I think we are back. Anyway, let's start blocking some color now that we can. Now put my gloves back on.
Oh, nice. So we official.
We are back. Yes. Uchesi. Safari Sagudi.
Oh, I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Yeah, do it. Let's see if Canvas is still on. Maybe. I'm streaming now. All right. So just do that, and we'll do this. And yeah, welcome back. Here we go. Got to paint some more chibi thingy. So Lucchesi, you gonna jump in on the some of this Ninja All-Star RPG campaign thing? Not really an RPG. I don't know. RPG, just the whole concept seem a little pretentious. We're going to RPG, my friends. So I don't know what that means. I'm going to RPG. All right. So we need a dark color. A dark color. So we're going to do a little bit of this. How about a lot of that? You know what? I'm going to just try. If I do black, but I do it thin enough, maybe this will work the way I want it to. Because I want to go super, super thin and just build up almost just like a black undershade. I was reading the rule book link and then gave up. If you need a filler though, I'll give it a shot. Okay, cool. It may not have to come to that, but yeah, let's just play it by ear. I mean, I think I've got 2 to 3 players Friday night, and that's all I really need. So so as long as nobody flakes, should be good to go. All right. Speaking of good to go, thank you, sir. Models look amazing. I think they do. I think this game is really underrated, both as a game. I mean, everyone acknowledges that the pieces are beautiful, but you just never get to see them because no one plays them. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to give a little shadow, throw a little shade at this. You know, get some of that color back in. Just so that I can hit it with the base colors and the thing will show up. I can get some fuck now. My loving like a great big truck berserker. What's up, Canvas? Yeah. How's watching creepy soap opera unfold going for you, sir? I couldn't watch it anymore. I was just anyway. Yeah, so we get a little shade, little shadow on these things here. That looks pretty good, actually. And then I can even kind of bring those up a little bit. And just a kind of like a little overall shadow on Dark Kitsune here. Should be cool. Likewise, on this guy, we can do that. 2.0 stream, and I think we're working, B. I think this is gonna work.
Hey, yo, we back.
What's up, Andrew?
I gotta get that quick water break, you know what I'm saying?
Do it. So you doing any painting tonight, or just chilling?
I'm chilling. I was thinking of painting. Well, definitely on paint day, which is this Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could do some work on my brewers.
Nice. So this guy is supposed to be. He's supposed to be in brown, but it's just too boring. So I'm gonna put him in. I think I'm gonna put him in like a navy blue outfit. Right? Yeah. Or should I do brown? I mean, I can stay true to it and keep him brown.
You do some Bushido brown, you know what I'm saying?
You think brown is good?
I don't know. You look good in the blue.
Brown is easy. Brown is way easier than blue. So I could do brown.
Yeah.
Doctors don't take water breaks, Andrew. Just Greenleaf wants you to know that.
Okay.
Doctors don't take water breaks.
Is the doctor yet? That's just
take him down to Brown Town. I think that means something totally different, Canvas.
Yeah, what do they call it? It's a something Russian. I can't remember.
What?
It's like a term where wait, maybe I should say it on stream. Hold on.
I don't care.
Wait.
You could say
what
you
is
know
it?
what the rules is?
It's like it's something Russian. I gotta look it up now. Hold up. Wait, maybe I should go in incognito. I don't want this on my search history.
Damn. All right.
What is it called? It's got me curious. I got to go on Urban Dictionary now.
Damn, these models go so quick. Chibi. What's up, Nelson? Welcome to the feed, man.
Yeah, I can't find it. Hey, yo, what up, Nelson?
I think I figured it out, dude. Black gray is terrible in the airbrush. Just use regular ass black and thin the shit out of it, and then you're good.
Nice.
I think that's the key. We learned something. We learned a thing. Do chibi penises have a short, skinny shaft with a massive bulbous knob?
Yes.
I don't know that there is a direct correlation between cranium size and the bell end. So I don't know. What do you think, Andrew?
I think yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree. I think
what? Huh. Why do you think yes? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, because it'd be hilarious.
Nothing to do with actual logic. It's just That's rad. It's just hilarious, therefore true.
But like, yeah, chibi is supposed to just be like hilarious, like caricature, sort of an art style. So I think that would work. Mm-hmm. You know, downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Octave, do you have time to paint some DC minis next week? Ever paint so hard you pass out? I have passed out on this stream, actually. I have.
I was
I
not
don't think
witnessing.
anyone's caught it, but I've like sometimes I'll go rambling and I'm actually rambling and like I'm sort of like half dreaming. I'm like half unconscious. And so what I'm saying makes no sense. I'm not even making this up, guys. Like you might want to go back and watch a few months ago and see if you can catch me doing it because that shit has happened. Are you calling my paint as a character? Yeah. Hey Nelson, what do you want painted next week? What you want painted? I'm
What
like a
you like
short
to do
order
for
cook
you?
over here.
Oh, dude, fried rice. Yo, I'm actually gonna like no lie for the next video I do, which I think I'm gonna film like a time lapse with Kevin or something like that of a Guild Ball game. At the very beginning or like at the very end, I'm just gonna be cooking fried rice. Like for a hot like 10, 15 seconds. I'm just gonna be cooking fried rice. I'll be like, oh, I didn't see you there, type of deal.
What the hell?
Just because it's
What
that
the
inside of a joke. No, wait, Nelson, you misunderstand. He said, "What minis do you want him to paint?" My boy.
No, Nelson. We just want to know what minis, dude. Just tell us.
Yeah, just let us
Unless
know, dude.
what you want. Because we'll make it happen. I'll make it happen, dude. You know what's up. Oh, he's dope. Yeah, we'll make it happen, man. Don't even worry about it. Just tell us what's up. What do you need done? You want to get Doomsday and other villains done. Well, yeah, Doomsday we could do, I think, right? And then, yeah, we could do
What
that.
version of Doomsday?
That'll be a thing. Lobo. It'll be a thing. Oh, shoot. I got to refill my water bottle. Hold on. One sec. One sec, people. Is that a baby on the guy's back? Yes, he is a lone wolf with cup reference. Pretty awesome. I mean, I like that I can keep my headphones on and still kind of continue on here. All right, so.
Wait, did we just scalp like all of Dizzy's viewers? Like, cause
No, there's some horny old Asian man chasing her down. I think that's what's going on.
oh, yeah, because I'm like, we got eight
lone lone bitch with cuck. Well, we actually.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Lone bitch with cuck.
Oh my god, I can't read chat. I'm laughing so hard my eyes wandered up. Oh my god. I actually can't read. I now know what it's like to be blind. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh god. This is not a very safe place to have a baby inside.
Canvas doesn't have a filter, just so we know.
Wait, I
can
can
tell
tell.
Dizzy is not because the guys are doing their sweet talking. Yep.
Oh mercy. Wait, like I hopped on the stream. I was like, dude, you still here? It was like 3 hours long.
Yeah, she's a gangster though. Like she'll run them streams. Like she did one for like 8 hours once. I woke up. What was more than 8 hours actually? Because I woke up and I had the notification she was streaming. Drove to work. She was still streaming. Went through my whole work day, still streaming. And then on the way home, I had her on my phone, and then that's when the stream ended. I was like, damn,
Oh
that
my
went my
god.
whole day.
That's so crazy, man. Like, you know, she gotta do that extra life if you got that stamina. Shit.
That's what I said. I'm like, you are built for extra life. You should be doing that kind of thing.
God damn.
All right.
Yeah, but I just noticed we had like 8 watchers. And that's why I was like, did we just scalp all her viewers?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not yet.
Not
Little
yet.
did you know, I sent the link in her chat. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's what, I keep joking about it, but I don't think I'd ever do it.
The Dark Kitsune is like mostly purple and black, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have her. She's gonna be all like color blocked. Yeah. So I don't know, dude. Maybe with any luck, we get some Wrath of Kings on stream. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Oh, did I tell you I got a flat tire the other day?
What?
Yeah, like I couldn't grab a game with Kevin on Tuesday because they're doing construction in my hospital. And like I walk out to my car after my shift and my tire is like straight up flat.
Damn.
Yeah, and I took it to a tire shop same day and they're like, yeah, dude, you got 2 screws in there. I was like, oh my God. I was so upset.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where do
And
you
like,
take? What tire shop do you go to?
well, I just wanted to see what was up and like maybe get like some air pressure and stuff because I have run flats on my car right now. So it's basically
Okay.
like you don't have to change the tire if you get a flat. So it's super sweet. You can still drive home and stuff even if you get a nail. But like I still wanted to know like what the situation was because I couldn't see the nails when I was in the employee parking lot.
Oh, nice.
So I went to American Tire by Avery, I think, right?
America's Tire is dope.
Yeah, the
Love
problem is
America's Tire.
I think they tried not to bad talk them, but like they tried to kind of low key rip me off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like they quoted me with like a warranty, the tire change and everything. They wanted like 800
What?
for 2 back tires. Yeah, and I was like, my boy, that's a lot.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we know people who own a tire shop, right? So we talked to them. They're like, yeah, we'll get it to you for 500. And I was like, I almost got ripped off $300. Nice. What the hell?
Hey, welcome back, Cheddar Monkey.
Yo.
Good luck with that net fuckery, as we call it.
Dude, that's
the technical term.
That sounds like, you know how like you have gross and net like with income? I feel like you could use net fuckery for other things. Like that could be a term.
Dude, I'm sure there's some net fuckery going on right now.
Yeah, dude, some net fuckery and maybe some gross fuckery.
You know, there's an exchange going on, and it's a net fuckery. We'll put it to you that way.
Yes.
The net result. It's a fuckery.
There's this really funny joke by Chris Tucker. Like he did this stand up a long time ago when he was young. And it was like, what if Michael Jackson was a pimp? Some of the funniest things I ever heard in my life.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that bit. That was funny.
That was so funny. I think I laughed very loudly at like 11 p.m.
At the fuckery.
Yeah, he's just like...
He's like, trying to get the girl's attention. Hey, girl!
Yeah. It's like, slow down, Tito. Slow down, Tito. Damn! Come on, girl. In the corner. He's like, come here, girl. I said, come here, girl. It's like the way he does his voice.
Michael Jackson is a pimp.
I can't do Michael Jackson, but like it's so funny.
You have to go back to like prepubescence.
How you doing?
So, okay, so some examples of net fuckery. Like, can you guys think of any recent examples of net fuckery?
When you play the Fisherman Guild, and you play the slippery fish, that is some net fuckery.
That is some net fuckery.
You can also, that is the net fuckery and the cuckery. There we go. I'm coining it.
The net fuckery and the cuckery.
Yeah, because how are you supposed to gain momentum? You can't. Because it's like, oh, your ball's behind your line. Oh, that sucks.
I've seen that happen to fish players. They do a pass and it's like a 4-die pass and like the very first pass of the game, and it goes way behind their line, and then they're dumb and they don't go after it, and then you just murder them.
Yeah, fish is so fragile. Like I played fish against Kevin once. Granted, I don't think I took a strong list. I didn't know what I was doing, but like I got pretty murdered.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, let's do a. I'm almost done with the airbrush, peoples. Almost. Nearly done with the airbrush. Then the net fuckery shall begin anew.
Yeah, we got. To
We should title this stream net fuckery.
That would be very funny. I think we'd get a lot of views.
We would get. Oh wait, they can't demonetize us because we're not monetized, bitches. They can't do that. YouTube, oh, you know what we're gonna do? No, you can't. You can't demonetize us. You can't stop the signal. Playing Operation on hard mode is when you rub your hands in KY before playing. That's that would be hard mode.
That would be hard mode.
And the person who thought of that, I don't know what to tell them.
But see,
somebody came up with that.
You know what also be like bad if like the little like tweezers, you know, the doctor forceps.
Yeah.
If you dump that in as well, that would be like super hard mode.
The forceps.
Yeah. Oh, actually, so you know how I said I had like this Asian coworker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually do like the Asian accent slips for me, right?
Okay.
And
you
like
occasionally do it.
We have this white coworker, right? And she's like, Andrew, you gotta stop saying yes or like you gotta stop saying the like that. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, duh. I was like, oh, really? I didn't even notice. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna start saying it, and because I'm white, I can't get away with it. I was laughing so hard. Or like I said, Jace. I was like, duh, and yes. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh my god! So
wait,
expert mode on operation is when you rub your hands into KY and you dip your forceps, and then you also have to watch split screen footage of both your conception and your birth.
what?
That's expert mode, right there, my man. That's
Damn.
crazy.
Canvas unleashed, man. Canvas is beast mode. He's doing a damn thing.
He's like, you thought this was your stream?
Telling you, people just come in and do that. People just do their thing. I wish it bothered me, but it doesn't. It allows me to paint and listen to some like crazy shit while I'm painting. But it's better than that because I can also partake in it when I choose. That's pretty damn good. I'm liking that. That's pretty good.
That's a good color.
That's a good. So her major colors are blocked in. So now it's just a matter of painting in some details, and then we'll, dude, and we're rocking. Now we got 4. We'll have 4 Ronin here.
Yeah.
God. Oh yeah. So I was free. So today I was at a field site, and we were done around 12:30 or so.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, who is around for games? Please, someone. Nobody was around for games.
That sucks. Yeah, because like I went to GM right after my shift, and I was like looking for you guys. I was like, they're not here.
Yeah. Well, I needed to be done by 3:30 anyway. That's why. Like I see. So even after your shift, I still probably would have been gone already. But it happens. Actually, great white noise background entertainment while painting is Good But Bad Flicks, which is a channel I absolutely love. Red Letter Media also really like that. Or Medicare. Medicare. Medicare the Prophet, man. Love Medicare. That dude is freaking crazy. But he finds like the most jacked up stuff on the internet to be watching.
I'm writing this down because
So
I'm actually in pain a lot.
if you really want to watch like the effed up stuff, like watch any Medicare series titled DeviantArt, any of his Tumblrisms. What was the? I mean, he has so many good ones. Like I pretty much like any. If you want to watch like the messed up like university ones, like watch Dalhousie University. There's like, oh my god, there's so many. It will mess your like it has like warped your brain watching stuff like that. I'm jacked up watching this. Good Bad Flicks is also amazing. I love Good Bad Flicks because I don't always agree with Cecil, but I do like, yeah, Hugbox Chronicles. That's another good part. That's another good Medicare series.
I don't know why, but I could really go for some frozen yogurt right now.
I like fried chicken and waffles.
Oh yeah,
But I like fried chicken and waffles all the time.
That's true. I'll take fried chicken or waffles any day. But like on days where they're combined, damn. You've been to Roscoe's, right?
Oh wait, I live in Roscoe's.
Yeah, I went. Like,
but no, I don't. But I go there all the time, or I try to.
It's really really good. Like the sad thing is though, like the first time I went, apparently like the kitchen was backed up, so the chicken was like a little like not as good as they said it could have been, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the gravy, the waffles, like everything was on point.
Yep.
It was so good.
I've only had like maybe bad chicken and waffles once in my life.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just dry.
Mm-hmm. Even if you've ever had, have you ever had Bruxy?
Oh, I've heard of it, but I haven't got the chance yet.
Bruxy is like shishi white person chicken and waffles. Like it's actually attempts to be somewhat healthy, and it's still good. Like they do it's, you know, the fried chicken is actually like, you know, 100% white breast meat.
Oh, well, then there's nothing. I thought you meant like they were trying to be like, it's vegan. I was like, what?
No. That would have been awful.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's disgusting. But if it's just like healthy,
that would have been like sacrilegious, man. I would have, I would have shut that shit down.
Yeah, me too. I would have gone in there and been like, wait a second, hold up.
This is not okay, people. Like that's, Bruxy is pretty good though, but it's hard to find them now. Because they used to have a location in RSM, but now they don't. I don't know. Like one time I was out there with some guys from work, and we were working a job out there, and for lunch I was like, "Oh damn, we're close to Bruxy," and they tried to take us to Bruxy, and I was wrong, and I was shamed. I was ashamed of being myself.
Oh,
because Bruxy was not there.
Huh? Yeah, that's weird. Like you're right. I think a few of their restaurants did close down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what locations they have left. I think they have one in Irvine, and then I don't know. I don't know if they have any other locations open. But it's okay. I still got Roscoe's, so I'm good. And then my wife she'll make me a chicken and waffles dinner like once a year on my birthday.
Oh,
chicken and waffles. She used to do it like on my birthday and Christmas and Valentine's Day, and I'm like, I'm getting fat. God damn it! Like we can't do this. I'm gonna die. Yeah.
It's like you feel your
like this is too much love. It's too much.
Feel your troponins rising.
Mm-hmm. Like she used to make me spam and rice all the time. She made me spam and rice this week, which was a huge departure. Like like for once, but because we've been trying to eat a lot better. But this week she's like, "How do you feel about spam and rice?" And I'm like, "You know how I feel about spam and rice."
Oh
So
yeah.
she just made it. My mother-in-law thinks it's the funniest damn thing in the world that I love spam.
But spam is
So
good if you cook it right. That's the thing.
yeah, she just thinks it's the funniest thing, right? So for Christmas, from her, I always get a can of spam, and she just because I like light up, I'm like, oh hell yeah, spam! I get like really excited about it, and she
You're
thinks
like,
it's
yeah, you're
the
like, I'm
funniest
cooking
thing.
this shit right now.
Yeah, I'm like, can we have spam right now for Christmas dinner? And they're like, no. Oh, please let me have spam. Yeah.
Yeah, on the subject of food, have you been to? There's this place in Irvine called Stonefire Grill.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They got a Stonefire grill by my work.
so good. Oh my god. Man, I was as an American, damn.
As an American,
That's one of the reasons I'm fat, man. That place is so good.
because you can have pizza and ribs in the same meal.
I know. I got the. My friend told me he's like, yeah, dude, you get this like it's this special order. I can't remember what it's called, but
Mhm.
you get basically everything. You get like a salad, like breadsticks, pizza, ribs. It's supposed to be shared between two people, right?
And you're
Well,
like, I don't need another person for this. I got
yeah.
this.
I was like, challenge accepted. I will be eating for two.
Damn.
I was so hungry that day because we just came back from the beach. I went
Hmm.
swimming like for probably 3 or 4 hours. And so like I was starving. So I just ate like a whole pizza, a bunch of ribs, and like a salad. It was a good day.
Whoa. Well, at least you had the salad.
Yeah, dude. Well, the thing is like it was Caesar. So like that's my
Hmm.
favorite salad. I'll eat that shit up all day, all night.
I do like Caesar salad also. Yeah. Let's see. Portuguese peri peri chicken is my Zen food.
Oh, I never had it.
Never had it. I will try it. Has anyone ever played the new board game Sword and Sorcery?
Oh, how come you're talking
I
about that?
want to. I've been talking about it for a while. Like I really want to try out that game. Um, and I think they have some copies on sale at CQ and Game Master, but I'm strapped for cash right now, so I'm not getting it. But I'll
Well, you get
eventually.
$40 tomorrow, man.
Yeah, but I don't know that $40. I'll
That's
probably
a lot
just
of spam.
I'll probably just keep it and feed myself for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, look at this guy.
He's looking good.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's a super simple paint job. He's gonna be done quick. Him and his little boy. Little boy.
So, sword and sorcery, like from what I've heard, I didn't do a lot of deep diving in it, so like I'm a little ignorant on the subject. But it's basically like a D&D esque type board game, correct?
Yeah, it's like Descent or any of those other like dungeon crawlers. Um, but it looks damn cool. The minis look cool. Like I'm in. If it has good minis, like I'm in. I wanna paint it. Oh, the other thing, Nelson, I was at. So I stopped by CQ today to pick up some 30 mil bases because they finally had them back in, and there was a guy showed up there and broke out a bunch of paints and started painting, and he was painting up a set of Dark Souls. I was
Oh,
like, oh, it's about time. I want to see. I want to have some painted Dark Souls.
yeah, those
Um,
look cool. I saw that. And
so I don't know. I missed the Kickstarter for that, and Matt has a copy. He's working on painting it, but it's kind of slow going. And I'm like, man, I wanted to paint it.
I'm looking at sword and sorcery, like just images I could find. It doesn't seem
Hmm.
like it comes with a lot of minis.
It's like I want to say it's like 30-ish minis,
Really? Oh, well,
which
then
is
this
not bad.
picture does not do it justice because I only see like 5 here.
No, I think there's 5 heroes, and then
Oh, okay.
there's like close to 30 like miniatures, I think.
The heroes do look pretty tight, though.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a cool looking game. I totally want to get into that, but we shall see. Oops. Yeah, there's like nothing to this guy. I feel like I've hardly done anything to him, and he's like half done.
He looks so good.
He looked good. I want the Fallout game. The figs are testy, emptyingly good. I've never heard that turn of phrase, and I want to use it now. Testing,
Testy, emptyingly
testy,
good.
emptyingly good. I want a fantasy game. I have my sci-fi game. I have my comic minis. I have zombies. Now I just need an addicting fantasy, and I feel Sword and Sorcery could do it. It
Guild
could,
Ball.
man.
Guild Ball,
It
my
could.
man.
Guild Ball is a fantasy game. It's low fantasy.
Yeah.
It's like the we say low fantasy gangs of New York style, right? Would you say that's a fair assessment? Low fantasy, maybe a little bit of steampunk influence.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's the turn of like when gunpowder becomes popular because Chaska's the only boy with a gun. Everybody else, no guns.
no gas.
So and like he only has a shotgun, which I'm pretty sure he just picks up rocks on the side of the ground and like packs that shit down.
Hmm.
Like so I'd say it's like yeah, I wouldn't it's not full fantasy
Oh
because
man,
yeah,
I messed that
engineers
up.
with the spring traps and stuff. So
Yeah. Kent Galpin of the Paint Shack says, very, very cool mini. Thank you, sir. I think you're talking about the one I'm painting, but in which case I will agree with you.
it is a
It
cool
is
mini.
it is a very, very cool mini. But I especially like just how damn simple the whole thing is. You just don't need to do anything to this homie right here.
Yeah, it's really coming together.
So we'll get him together. We'll get Dark Kitsune. Kitsune! Kitsune! I feel like we need to have a Filthy Frank mini or a pink guy or
Oh,
some
that'd
shit.
be cool.
Then Cameron would be all over this.
Yeah.
Cameron does actually play. He did actually play Ninja All Stars for a while. Him and Chris were playing it for a bit.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he
Um,
just got a job too. Dude, everybody's getting a job.
that's good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was telling him like he should come out and play some Guild Ball.
Yeah, good night, Greenleaf. He's heading to
Good
bed.
night, Adam. Yeah, he stopped by the last paint day, which is pretty dope.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
cool to see him. What was that?
oh, sorry. Last time I saw him was like a long time ago. That was maybe when I was in high school.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it would be cool to see him again.
Yeah, then you and Cameron could be playing some like Guild Ball.
Yeah, does
Be
he have
pretty
a
dope.
team?
Yeah, he's got several teams.
What? Why did this boy
Yeah,
not play?
no, he does play, but he is just him and Chris out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's still out in the IE, so you got to go travel. I played a game of Guild Ball with Cameron like last year. I went out there. I think I was out there for work, and I
Oh,
was like, "Hey,
damn.
dude, you want to meet?" Yeah, and we played some Guild Ball out at. We played at the Monstore before that place shut down. That was
Oh,
a little sad.
yeah. I heard about that.
That was a little sad. Like,
Like,
oh,
yeah,
Monstore, no.
anytime a local GS closes, you're just like, damn.
Monstore was a good shop too.
What made them
They were
close?
nice. Honestly, I think um their online shop just always did better. And I guess
Ah,
the floor space that they had, it was like they were they were having a hard time justifying it compared with the amount of sales they actually did there. Because they had a huge store.
they did.
They had a huge store and I think it was more of the magic scene kind of waning over there, more so than like miniatures or board games or that kind of stuff. Like we're always kind of the afterthought. Like a miniatures and board game, well, miniatures specifically cannot keep a shop afloat, and
No,
likewise, it cannot sink a shop. Well, it could, but you
it
have to fuck up
could.
really bad to sink your shop because of minis. Like if you have a good you have a good magic, comic books, or some other thing going, usually magic. If you have
Yeah,
a
Magic is a breadwinner, dude.
like
That's
magic
crazy.
makes your shop, right? Yeah, see, Blade Wolf is saying that that place fell apart. But yeah, you live and die off magic. Game Master lives and dies off
Oh,
magic. They don't care ultimately if we like. It's nice that we bring him a little bit of sales, but we bring them almost next to nothing.
yeah,
I'm
no,
still shocked. Like, why are they still nice to us?
yeah,
Because
like I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I bought like maybe like a D&D rule book and like a few other things off you guys, but like
yeah,
I just show up, man.
I used to buy like I used to just like come up with excuses to buy shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy another cube of dice because why not? Or I'll buy like a small board game or card game off them because I'm like, let's just try to support them because they're being good to us.
Yeah.
But I'm like having a hard time. Like, what can I buy here now? And then I'm starting to feel like the real mooches. I'm gonna call it out because I don't care. The real mooches of these shops are the RPGers. You know,
Oh, like the
the
D&Ders?
Pathfinders, the D&D guys. Yeah, because if you think about it, they don't buy very often. It's usually the DM will buy stuff. They might buy, some rule books or some stuff up front, but once they have their stuff, you are hard pressed to get any kind of money from them. Like when you go to like Pathfinder Day at CQ, CQ doesn't sell a damn thing that day. And they got like 30 bodies in there. Like
Yeah.
30 unwashed bodies in there, like just you know talking about their character and how cool they are, and then you know and like pushing around a map, and uh, but ain't nobody buy nothing that day. They ain't making no sales, and they just like stink up the store. I'm sorry, I'm just calling that shit out because I get mad because like when it was like the CQ days, we try to hook up a game on a Sunday, but it's like Pathfinder Sunday. So there would be like I said, there'd be like 30 people in that shop, and you're like, well, why do we need 30 people in this shop when like two of them bought something in the last month? But
I
yeah,
think it's
damn.
mostly like community building, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, yeah, CQs, they're cool about that shit. Like they're like, yeah, I mean, they make I can't really compare myself to them. Like they make some money off of like the games that we push, but it's nothing. Like it's chump change next to um, Magic or 40K or that kind of thing. They're not. I don't think they're doing very well on the comic side
Really?
because I don't
They're
think
doing well?
anybody's doing well on the comic side.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, they have. I see that they do have people coming in that they still have people on pull lists and that kind of stuff. So maybe I'm wrong, but it does seem like I don't know. It does seem like they're hurting a little bit on the comic side.
Yeah, but they
Like,
buy a lot of inventory. That's why I feel like uh they either do like big trades, type of deal.
hmm yep.
So their stock's always kind of like refreshing for off of trades. So I agree. I don't think they're making like tons of money.
Oh wait, sorry, Blade Wolf. Yeah, no, I'm not saying all of them. He buys shit. I know you
Yeah,
buy shit. You drive up to that shop and you buy shit.
yeah, and
I
I
know
play
you
D and
do.
D too.
But I'm telling you, I go. Maybe it could just be that particular Pathfinder group, but they come in, they like eat up the entire store,
And the outside, I saw it
and they're
so.
not buying anything, and you're like, what the hell? But maybe they buy stuff. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But some of the staff have told me that, not just from CQ, but from other shops tell me that. Like It's like, yeah, D&D, like you have to have it, but it doesn't actually net you a whole lot. So I don't know. Some soda. They will not pay for anything except maybe a water, some soda. Like you'll get that too at Strategicon. The RPGers there. There's a whole like RPG section, and they have their own management and all that kind of stuff. But like as far as the con goes, they make their money off the ticket and not much else. Because they're gonna go there, play their games. They might look at some merch, but for whatever reason, they don't buy a lot. I think it's too because I mean, let's face it, that is a really economical gaming thing to be into is D&D.
Yeah, especially if you're just doing pen and paper,
We
where
just
you
do pen
don't.
and paper, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to pick on RPGers. I mean, I just mean to pick on the ones that bug me. No, I'm just kidding. Like, nah.
Yeah, but I could see what you mean. Like, I remember I went there one day in the summer where like me and a couple of my bros just wanted to get like some, I think it was War Machine stuff.
Hmm.
And dude, that place was jam packed. They were piling out tables on the outside of the store. That's how many people they had.
Hmm.
And I was like, damn, dude.
Hmm.
Like, I did not know it was that popular. But I mean, honest, like really, really, it's so easy just to write up a character sheet and show up and pay
Yeah,
nothing, you know?
yeah. And you pay nothing, and it's cool. I mean, everybody deserves to have fun, right? And you can't afford 40K, or you can't afford like Magic or some of these other games. So why not? Why not play D&D? It's like the most economical one of these types of games. So I can't fault you for that. It is like I can see the frustration. Like, yeah, we want to have these, we want to have them here, but we just wish they could buy more.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, like with GM, is I wish they carried like, more miniature stuff. They do have Batman. The problem is like you had a point. You would go in there and you'd be like, what do I buy now?
Hmm.
Like I don't know personally, besides dice and maybe like a few other things that I would buy there.
Hmm.
Like I bought my D&D stuff from there. Like I bought like a couple rule books and stuff, but like besides that, I didn't really see anything that would like appeal to me personally.
Yeah, like the last thing I bought there was I bought Owlman there, which was actually worked out pretty well because CQ never got Owlman. Um, but that was it. That was like a good month, 2 months ago. I bought Owlman as soon as they had it, and I'm like, cool. I'll throw them a little bit of cash. I'll feel good about myself. We'll play some games, whatever, right? But like beyond that, I was like, well, what else can I buy here? I don't really have, you know, maybe Nelson can buy Sword and Sorcery from there.
Yeah.
Maybe. So we'll see how that goes. I just, I'm getting worried too because they changed management, and then like what do they really have incentive to keep us there? Like they're really nice to us,
That's true.
and that's cool and all, but I mean, like looking at it from their standpoint, why should they leave employees there to watch us game an hour or two after they've closed? Why, it doesn't make, like, why would you even pay the guy? They probably don't pay their guys much, but still.
It's still OT. That's the thing.
Yeah. I think 40K is one where you get a good amount of money and then you stop. Yeah. They have Owlman, but did they have Plastic Man? No, I wish they had Plastic Man, but they had Owlman, and I'm down. Love Owlman.
That's the thing is like 40K is a good money maker, but like Blade Wolf has a point. It's like you make a lot of money and then everybody gets their army finished. And
Yeah.
then you're just stuck with a like a crap ton of the army that no one plays. Like Sisters of Battle or whatever, if they still exist. Yeah.
You still have to get. Well, I mean, then at that point, you're trying to get more people into the game
Yeah, that's true.
because you're like, okay, we're saturated now, and we're gonna get more people into the game. They'll buy more GW product. Um, yeah, and the cycle continues. Are
Yeah,
you still paying that cash?
I definitely don't mind supporting CQ, especially since like they made an effort for miniatures players. Like they bought that other space, you know?
Yeah.
Like just basically for miniatures. Because like, you know, Magic the Gathering, you don't really need a lot of space for that. But miniatures
Mm-hmm.
you do. So like, yeah, that I think CQ definitely has their eye out for like the mini wargaming community, which I guess like is really lucky for us because it's just so close.
Right. And they're constantly bugging me to run stuff, which sometimes it frustrates me, but then I'm also like appreciative of it. Like, hey, you're thinking about us. You want us to, not just, and it's not like totally selfless. They want to keep a full calendar because
Yeah.
that's really good marketing. Oh, we have something going on every night at the shop, so you're going to want to check us out, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think they're what was it? They're doing 40K and like Age of Sigmar a lot. It's like almost every other weekend they have something popping.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
have a
was
really really active guy pushing the GW stuff.
yeah, I noticed like that guy's really doing hard. Like I think he made homemade like trophies or something like that. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But like I played one or two games. That's how I met Kevin actually. Is played one or two games with a new ed for 40K. It's not bad. It's just very different.
Is it?
Yeah, and like
See, I watched it. I watched some of your game. I'm like, no, this is the same game.
well,
That was the
I
turn off for me. I was like, I know what the strengths of the weapons are. I know what you need to roll. I haven't played in like 15 years, man. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't know that.
but I didn't play since fourth ed, I think, right?
Okay, so
So,
you've been out of it probably a little bit longer than I have actually,
yeah,
because
or
I
no,
played
not
a couple of games of fifth, and then
no.
that was it.
I left during sixth. My bad. I left
Okay.
during sixth or fifth ed. One of those.
Hmm. Let's see. San Diego, Privateer Press from 40K. Guild Ball's pushing hard now in competition with Weird. Yeah, they had you're talking about at ease, right? At
Oh
ease had
yeah.
a they have a big well they've had a consistent weird presence down there. They have they have like a persistent henchman that was pushing Malifaux for a long, long time before it started to pick up again. And so now they have a solid community for Malifaux.
Well,
And
that's cool.
then the Guild Ball scene is pretty good. Um, it was maybe a little bit stronger when it first came out, but it's still solid down there. So it's all good. Dark Kitsune is dope.
Yeah, she's looking good.
But they never bring in more merch for Guild Ball, or let's see, good you left at the right time, but they never bring in more. Are you talking more merch for Malifaux or more merch for Guild Ball? It's weird is CQ stocks a lot of Malifaux, and they know no one plays it,
Yeah, I've
but
noticed that. I was like, what the heck?
people buy it.
Oh, maybe people
Kind of the
just like the
point.
minions.
Well, you got people like Blade Wolf is saying. You got people from San Diego that drive up and buy stuff, and
No
then
way.
yeah, and then you have like some online sales that CQ makes off of their weird stuff.
Wow.
Malifaux is weird. Malifaux's like I know that I can still make money off of Malifaux by painting kits and flipping them, putting them on eBay.
Maybe it's a
People,
lot of,
there's still a market for it. Like people will still buy it
yeah, maybe there's
because
a lot of like in-house people, you know, that don't go out like to a game store.
maybe. I mean, it's a very popular game. I mean, it makes sense. Despite like locally, it doesn't see much traction at all. But like nationally and internationally, it's a bigger presence. I'm wondering if it's a bigger presence than Guild Ball internationally, because Guild Ball internationally is getting pretty damn big now. You have like now that you've got like WTCs for Guild Ball and national championships for Guild Ball and
Yeah.
national and a world championship for Guild Ball. And then you got Vengeance. Like it's pretty damn active. Malifaux is that underground game that no one talks about playing, but they play it at home.
Yeah, it's like
Mark
Fight Club.
Mark tried to get me back into Malifaux, and I was painting a bunch of it again on this channel. And anytime I do something for Malifaux, it usually gets me a lot of hits. Malifaux and Chibi does the best on this channel.
Yeah. I'd be down to try Malifaux. I never actually learned how to play, but Kevin says that's like his favorite game, or was his favorite game until he started playing GB.
I mean, it's not a bad game. I really like the 1.5 better, but that's just me because I'm old and I played during 1.5, so I'm partial there. It's a good game. It eats up a lot of bandwidth though. You know what I mean? Because the Malifaux range is so huge. Like there are so many minis in it, and they keep adding new crews every year.
Oh God.
And there's just so many like synergies built into it, and then you have so many schemes and strategies, and um, there even there's a lot of different play formats for it, and a lot of it these days there is a lot of list building in Malifaux. So when you have the combination of a lot of list building and um, a larger range of miniatures, then it's like that's going to eat up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out, okay, what are the good, what are the net lists? What do I need to be careful of? What are the crew compositions that I need to look at for myself? And what are the really, the current high powered ones in the meta? That's just a lot of bandwidth, man.
Yeah, that sounds like worse than War Machine and 40K right now. Damn.
I mean, it does have, I don't know if it's worse, but
No, as far as like trying to figure out and learn, like, because with War Machine, you could roll up to a game and like still have somewhat an idea what the enemy does and can win versus like, and same thing with Warhammer, where it's like, oh, I know Tau like to brick up, but like I could still probably like take care of them versus like the way you're describing it to me from Alpha, it seems like if you go to a tournament and you have no idea what your enemy does,
right,
and then they know what you do, you done. Like,
right.
and I don't like that because you're right, it takes up way too much time learning what your enemy does, like theorizing how to beat your enemy versus like I'm just good at with my models. Like
Right.
I
I
can
can
hold.
make good decisions on the fly. That's what those are the skirmish, the miniature games that I like the most
Yeah, that's why I
are
like
the ones,
GB.
yeah, that reward, decisions on the board rather than decisions off the board. Is one of the reasons why I really couldn't get into Infinity that much, because there's a lot of list building in Infinity too. That said, I mean, I hear that Infinity, they're, even though the units are for the most part fairly standard, every faction has access to basically the same types of troops. They're just slightly different, and the force allowances are slightly different. So it's basically the same thing, or at least that was the argument made to me. But every time I tried to put together a list um, for Infinity, like Jose would get involved, which
Oh,
might be mistake number one. But Jose would get involved, and he would just tweak the fuck out of the list. Like he would spend like an entire day telling me, "Oh, you could get this and do this, and then you do this and this and this and then
the funny
and then,"
thing.
and I'm like, I don't care that much, man. Can I just give me like the cool titties and explosions and cool. That's all. It's not, with Relic Knights. There's a lot of different units, but fundamentally, to be good at Relic Knights, you want to be good at doing basic maneuvers. You want to be good at making basic decisions. He's gonna move this way and take a generic action that every model in the game can take. You know,
Yeah,
that's
like
kind of yeah, that's kind of where Relic Knights is like that. Like you can do that, and you'll be at least reasonably good at it.
oh yeah, like the funny thing is that's exactly what Jose did in that very same manner when I said I might start Infinity. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you want to play like the military order or like the night people?"
Hmm.
He's like, "You gotta get Joan of Arc. You gotta get her like her crew." And like, don't get me wrong, I like that he was very enthusiastic of like telling me,
Hmm.
like what route is a very strong way to go. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll think about it." Right.
Right.
But the thing that turned me off about Infinity, um, and I actually do want to get back on the Relic Knights, but the thing that turned me off about Infinity was the proxying, where it got so bad in tournaments, is where it's like, I can see your hand,
Yeah.
ARO.
Yeah.
It's like I hated that. I was like, no, I can't do this.
And three did improve that a bit, but you still get it. It's still fundamentally you'll still have those arguments. You'll still have those. Um, but yeah, the list building, proxying, like the the crew that plays Infinity at CQ are mostly cool people. Like I'm
Yeah.
friends with most of them, but there's always like one or two that's like, oh, you shouldn't take this, and they do this, and I always say whenever people start list building in front of me, like they start list tweaking, the only thing like my mind immediately goes to Idiocracy, the
Oh,
movie. It's an awesome movie, right? And I'm like,
electrolytes, man. That's what plants
yeah,
crave.
and I start thinking about the ass blaster and the dildozer,
Oh
and I'm like,
God.
and so people are saying, and so when people are like, oh, you need to take this and I'm like, in my brain translates that as, I need more ass blasters to counter your dildozers. Oh, well, I'm going to take dildozers. They're better than ass blasters. Like, it all becomes Greek to me, and all I can think of is ass blasters and dildozers. Um, when people start really like taking lists apart and doing that whole thing. I don't know. Guild Ball is you can do that with individual players. I want to have this player on my roster, and here's why. But I feel like in Guild Ball, those decisions that you're making are more personal. They're
Yeah,
more
I agree.
personal. They're more personal than they are correct, right? There's like some of the games, like I get the impression that there's a correct and an incorrect way to tweak your list. In Guild Ball, there is still like there are some units that you can argue, okay, objectively better on this team than on this team, right? Like Minx, for example, right? Minx as a hunter, objectively better as a hunter. Like there's no argument there.
Oh yeah.
She's objectively better as a hunter. But that doesn't mean that you still can't take, or you would be discouraged from taking Minx in a butcher's list, or or a number of the other lists she can play for, because you're like, yeah, she's objectively better in the hunters, but my play style and how I like to run butchers, I want to have her out there throwing snare out so that I can capitalize on it, right? So it's more of a personal decision. Like, yes, there are better configurations than others, but you're still playing your team. and you still configure your team to suit what you want to do.
Yeah, the biggest win for me with GB is that, and I keep telling this to Kevin, I think like I've talked his ear off about this, so now I'm going to talk your ear off about it.
All right.
But like the biggest thing that I think really helps GB is that there's no model cost. It's you take your team of 6 and that's it. So it forces the creators of the game to make every model unique and balanced to a point, and like fun to play as well. There's no like, oh well, these are the Gimp boys, they only cost 2 points but they suck dick, like, you know, like there's none of that. It's everybody's good at doing something for some reason, you know.
Yeah. And they also said that they're going to cap the number of players per team at some point. That they imagine 16 players per team. And so they're working in a limited space as far as like, you know, balance considerations, and they've like purposely done that. So it's easier to keep things balanced.
Yeah, I like that. And it's like I think that's the problem with a lot of the, and that leads into list tweaking, as you were saying, is a point value, like a point value that is not balanced. It is one of the easiest things to get wrong in a game, where someone's like, well, the rocket launcher's only 5 points and that kills all the space marines. So
Yeah.
why would you take the last cannon, which only does 1 shot, 2, for 25 points? My boy, that's a 20-point net loss, my friend. That's some net fuckery you're losing. You know,
Net
like,
fuckery. Good
yeah.
job.
Like, like that's the thing, is I feel like points done wrong is so hard to balance. And like it's as from a dev point of view, you want to push models, you want to push the rules out fast, so you can't play test like every single point combination, right? So there's bound to be 1 or 2 that fall through the cracks, where it's like, I'm not saying all points are bad, I'm just saying like if you have too much of it, it can get bad very fast. So it's like,
Sure.
oh yeah, I just take long wolves. I take like 3 of them as my heavy support. This is back in the days when Warhammer was good. Wait, did I just say that? But like, it's like long fangs. You take like 3 units for your heavy support. Like, yeah, you could take other stuff that's good, but it's like, no.
You always max out
You
that.
always max out long fangs. You always take rocket launchers on them. Like, screw everything else. Like, you hunting marines, you putting down AoEs, it costs you only like 300 points out of your 2000 to do like so many things. You could kill tanks, you can kill spam, you could kill marines. You got like 15 of those rocket launchers. Well, 12, I think, because you can only take 4. And like that was a thing. It's like, well, why don't you take glaskins? Nah, man. Nah, dude.
Nah, man.
Long fangs rocket launchers, that's it, man. That's how you do it. Yeah.
He's the new hotness guy.
Yeah,
Guild Ball is like a steak. You can choose to put some sauce on it, or you could add just a bit of salt. It was like, yeah, I mean, I remember when I was playing, what was it, 4th edition, 40K. And I used to take things like scatter lasers and shuriken cannons and shit in my list for the heavy choices. And people would flip their shit on me. Like, why aren't you taking star cannons? Guys,
yeah.
why don't you take star cannons? Star cannons are better, their rate of fire better, their AP better, like they're objectively better. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, you could actually make that argument because of like that wasn't balanced, but I just didn't play that way. I like to try to play. I wanted to play a variety of weapons because, you know, who knows? You scatter laser. Sometimes you want 4 strength 6 shots, and the AP wasn't good, but sometimes 4 shots is better than 3 shots at the same strength. So I used to do stuff like that. People get mad.
Yeah.
Because it's the wrong way to play it.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned it, but like I noticed something about list tweaking. I used to do a bit of like, not list tweaking, but like unique builds, and you know, people would be like, "Oh, that's cheese, man," you know. And when Tau came out, I made a video on this. It's like one of my most popular videos on my channel. I made it on the there's this guy called Farsight. He's like the leader of the Renegade like
Oh
Tau
yeah, I remember
Battlestate
that.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like what I noticed is there's a fine line for list tweakers. If it becomes too cheesy, right? Quote unquote too cheesy, people get
Mhm.
pissed, right? But it's like, wait, isn't that what list tweaking is about? Is to find like the strongest combination,
Yeah,
right? So I'm like, why even list tweak if you're gonna complain about cheese? You know? And like the
yeah.
thing is, it was an amazing combo. It was really dumb. It was ridiculously stupid. I admit it. I was like the first thing I said in the video. I was like, look, you're gonna be looked at like you're a dick. But like the thing is, you could destroy a land raider, destroy everybody in that land raider, and then destroy like another unit with just this guy, right?
Yeah,
And like this combo. And everyone was like flipping out. They're like, what the fuck? All right.
yeah.
Because I demonstrated, I did the math for them, I did everything, and like people were like, "Wait, this is too cheesy. Like, what are
Mhm.
you doing?" And I was like, "Wait, isn't this what list tweaking is about, though? To like find like the best quote unquote cheese, right?"
Mhm.
And I feel like there is a fine line to list tweaking. Like GB does it really good, where it's yeah, you could take this model and depending on your playstyle, like there you go, that's good.
Mhm.
Infinity, I think, is getting very close to like, or it's actually, I think it's tipped over to like the bad side of list tweaking, where it's like, yeah, you could take this, but this is just better, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. So
Uh,
the amount of Razorbacks on the field.
yeah, that was
Chesney
terrible.
says, and they still criticized you after you wiped them off the table, didn't they? Yeah, I had a. The funny thing is, like I said, the Star Cannon days. Um, I used to play GW at the block. I used to play 40K at the block, and they had a staff challenge, right? And if you beat 5 staff at the store, you get the big fucking case thing, the big ugly red case thing, right? So I was playing in the challenge, and I was playing, Eldar, fourth edition, um, and I knew that um, the next opponent, the next staff opponent, played Deathwing, right? So if there was ever a better time to spam star cannons, I couldn't think of one, right? So everybody and their mom, Octave, take every star cannon you've got, man. I know you don't build the star cannons, but spend the week, convert all your tanks, and convert all the platforms to star cannon because this guy plays Deathwing, and uh, so so everybody was saying that all week. Even the guy himself said that. And then we get to the game, and I had like one star cannon in my list. I had a star cannon Viper, right? Stupidly easy to shoot down. Um, I got off like I think one shot with it. I think I killed a Terminator with it, and he put it down, right? But I brutalized him for the rest of the game, by using just volume fire, dropping Harlequins on him because that always works. Doing the stuff that I normally do to other people, and still ended up winning the game. Despite that, they still came at me afterwards and like, dude, why didn't you just take a bunch of star
Oh
cannons?
my god.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's like,
does
what
it
the
matter
heck?
now? Yeah, like the game is over. Like you still lost, dude. It doesn't. It didn't change the outcome. Me not taking star cannons, like, but that's kind of the attitude. Like there is a correct way to play the game. And I don't know. I just don't like games that do that. That say, well, not even a correct way to play the game, but a correct way to configure the game.
Or just
And
a better route.
yeah, and if it's such an important part of your game design, if it's so important that you have list building or that as a kind of a meta skill for your game, then why the hell do you have a correct way to do it? Right? Shouldn't the goal be there is no correct way to do it? Therefore, you match the list to tailor the list to your own playstyle.
Well, with
And
40K, they made a lot of money off of just building the meta a certain way. Because, like, I
yeah,
noticed a new codex would come out, and then one unit would get a price increase, and I was like, no one's played that unit before. Look at
Right.
the codex. Wow, that stuff's broken. I wonder what I need for my army. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, oh, what are we not selling? Oh, well, we're not selling Warwalkers. Well, let's make Warwalkers really busted in the next codex. And so they do that, and then now everyone's like that model that had been rotting on the shelf for a couple of years suddenly gets sold out immediately the day that the codex comes out because suddenly they're good again.
yeah, that's why like 40K, I could see me playing like a friendly like tag team tournament, something that's not like intense, but I could
Hmm.
never play that game in a competitive fashion. I've never gone to a tournament for 40K. I've only played with friends.
Hmm.
Like where it's just like, beer and chucking dice. Like that I could see like as a fun application for that game. But if you
Sure.
get to the competitive scene, like, dude, those people are mean, man.
Oh, I used to be one of those people. I shit you not.
Oh yeah, you were telling me
See,
about this a
the
while
Jesse
ago.
remembers them days, man. I used to not be nice. I used to show up and just like, oh, it was not. I'm like not proud of it, but yeah, I used to be that. Like I would go and I would be cool at the beginning of the day, right? And then somebody would just have to open their mouth, and then I would just have to be that guy. It's not like what the hell. Like somebody would just push the button, just troll me too hard, and then that would be it. I'd be like, yeah, this person fucking dies right now. And I'm gonna tell them how bad they died. I know I'm about not nice, but he used to organize. Yeah, I mean, I still organized like outside, like 40K, not so much 40K, but like Malifaux, that kind of stuff. But when I was a competitive 40K player, like third and fourth edition, I was not a nice person. Let's just be real about that.
But I feel like the game kind of breeds this arrogance among
Yeah.
like some people where it's like, oh yeah, I'm taking the most overpowered thing right now. I deserve to win,
Hmm.
or something like that. Like I could see, especially since it's a lot of people's first like tabletop game, you know?
Yeah.
And so they're new to the whole like scene. And like, so for example, if you come off straight from video gaming, like MMORPGs, right?
Hmm.
I'm not saying this applies necessarily to you or to anyone in this chat, but it's like if you like come straight off the MMO scene and you're used to like telling people off online, like, oh yeah, you sucked, or like I got better gear than you or whatever, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you play 40K. Now that like you're playing with like real people in the competitive manner, like yeah, it could slip out where you like the old video game ways where it's instead of being online, it's in person. You're just like, wow, dude,
Hmm.
you fucking suck. Like
I had one guy. There was a tournament once that I showed up. This was like right after third edition launched, and we're we go to it's like our first tournament of third edition. I put together this like wonky orc list, um, and this guy shows up, and he just walks. He walks in the shop, and he's like, "I'm gonna win this tournament," right?
whoa, wait, I'm
And
getting Vietnam flashbacks. I'll talk about
yeah,
that.
so he walked in there like that, and just started kind of talking trash on the not on me but like on people in the shop that I'm sure he knew, and it was like friendly banter, right? Just friendly competitive um, stuff. It really shouldn't have set me off, but we were I think he oh yeah, what happened was he ran into my brother, and he played my brother, and he talked shit to my brother, like, here's your my brother used to play these lists that weren't, you know I guess at the time they weren't considered strong lists, and people would always like talk shit on him because
Oh,
like, oh
like
yeah,
he's the quote unquote easy one. I
yeah.
hate when people
And
say
he would
that.
always, and he would every single tournament he would win like best sportsman, because he would just take it, like people would say shit about him, but I would always just get mad and like, fuck that, this guy's going down.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I
and
could see
so
that.
so he did that to my brother on the second round or something, right? Third round, and so I win my first two games. Third round, I run into this guy. He won his two games, And he's like, "Oh, I just played your brother last round." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did. And why'd you have to be mean to him?" Um, he's like, "No, I was just messing around, bro. I was just cool."
Oh, one
And
of those guys.
and so I tabled him in like a turn and a half. He was fucking gone. He was off the board, and he was visibly upset. And I followed him around and said, "Yeah, I thought you were good. Like, what happened? I thought you had a plan. You walked in here. You said you're going to win this tournament. What happened?"
Well, he kind of had it coming. Yeah, he kind of had it coming. It's like,
yeah, it was bad. Like, not definitely not one of my prouder moments, but
he had it
like
coming. Like,
he
okay,
had it come in. Like, he's talking shit on my brother. I like super, I got like hyper competitive, like fuck you mode.
oh, well, like, I don't blame you for that. Honestly, that's one of the times where I'd be like, being a dick
Like,
is appropriate.
yeah, but the problem with that though is there were young players there. There are other people there that didn't have the context of what happened.
Oh, I
And I
see.
look and like I'm the asshole for that, and I am the asshole for doing that. I could have won graciously and been like, hey, maybe next time don't talk shit on people that you beat because you're gonna get fucking punked by somebody else, right? There's always somebody better than you. But yeah, so I had incidents like that. I had other incidents where um, there were some guys that would not just refuse to acknowledge I existed uh, after tournaments and stuff. After like I would just obliterate people with like I used to run some wonky lists. Like I used to run. I guess they weren't like the lists that everyone claims that are beardy. They're just like out of left field weird wonky lists.
Just
Like I
off
used to,
meta.
yeah. Like I would run like Alpha Legion with an emphasis on Slanesh instead of Nurgle Corn.
Ah,
Right?
I see.
Everybody ran Nurgle Corn back in that day because like,
Yeah.
oh, Nurgle, you're gonna be a toughness 5, and Corn, you get to. No, I used to run Slanesh because Alpha Legion was a basically all infiltrate army, and then you just throw a Slaneshi Lord in there that was fast as fuck.
Yeah. Did they have
and
Last
you
Whip back in those days?
What's that?
The Last Whip of Slanesh, which was like super strong.
I don't remember, but yeah, I used to run shit like that, and it would come out of left field. People didn't know about it. They'd get super mad at me, and then your list is cheese. I'm like, well, have you heard of it before?
Well, that's the thing. See, that's the thing with
Like,
like
well, now you know.
that's the problem with lists like builder focused games where they're like, yeah, man, I could take on
Yeah.
Chaos, Space Marines, no problem.
You can
Tau.
Rhino Rush me. I totally got that shit covered, bro.
It's like, don't
Go
worry,
for it.
man. It's all good. And then
And they're like,
they're like, what the fuck is this? This guy's cheating. He's taking Sisters of Battle and kicking my ass. like
yeah, it was a guy basically that he used to run like Fish of Fury back when that was a thing,
oh
right? He used to run Fish of Fury, so and he was used to Chaos being slow and having vehicles and being able to punk. Once you take most Chaos lists back then, once you take their armor away, um, they weren't shit. They're basically a bunch of slow, heavy. They might be tough, but you can kite them essentially, especially with
yeah,
Tal. Back
yeah,
then, you just
exactly.
kite the shit out of them, right? He wasn't used to. He's like, "What? You play Slanesh?" And he's like, "Oh, that's stupid. Who the hell plays Slanesh?"
And he thought it was an easy win from
And he
there.
thought it was an easy win. I didn't
Yeah.
put a fucking tank. I didn't put a single piece of armor on the board.
Yeah, and he's
And
like,
he
oh,
was
this
like,
guy's an
"This
idiot.
is even dumber. Your list is just infantry, and they're coming off the side of the board and shit, just like picking him off." And the commander gets into the backfield in the first turn, is just like just swallowing up troops of fire warriors whole before they can like get on board or do anything. And he flipped the fuck out because it went one turn. The game went one turn and he
Wow.
was dead to fucking rights. Like he was gone.
Well, I
He
could
had
see that.
nothing. And he flipped out. He's like, "Your list is cheesy." I'm like, "Why?" Because it's not a net list like your list.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
I did not go on the forums. Like I made this
Yeah,
myself,
you did
bro.
not see this shit on the forums. This is a good chaos list that nobody knows what the hell. Like, why? It was weird to me, like, because I wasn't really a chaos player. I was like, why don't people feel that? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But see, that's the thing with list tailoring is like people become so blinded to what is meta that they're just
Hmm.
they pass the shop aisles and they're like Slanesh. Oh fuck that, never heard of
Yeah,
them. Yeah, and they're like, all right, chaos, here I come. Or like corn and Nurgle, I'm
yeah.
coming, man.
Corner goal.
Yeah.
Even rubric marines. Oh, rubric, they have 2 wounds, you guys. Rubric marines. They had good and they had good bolters and all that kind of shit. But the bottom line is those chaos armies, everyone kind of knew what they did, and they kind of knew how to counter them. But nobody ran like an undeclared Alpha Legion with a that was basically all infiltrate with a Slanesh Lord. Like that just wasn't a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I will do that.
Oh,
That will be my thing.
I've only had I think one instance in a tournament. Every other one was like pretty fun. Like,
Hmm.
War Machine, the community down here was really good. But there was one instance, and I think you remember this because you were the guy running the tournament. I'm not gonna name
Oh
names,
my god, I know
but
what
there
you're
was a gentleman
talking. Yeah,
or a lady. I'm not gonna say who, right?
yeah, yeah.
But there was a person of a certain character. I
Yeah.
don't want to give out the gender because that could limit the pool down by half, right?
Well, not in this case, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Limited down by
Yeah.
2%. Okay, it was a
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, all right. But like everyone was having fun, and if I remember, this was for Extra Life, so it was a
It
charity event.
was a charity event.
It was a
Yeah.
charity event, right? Everybody's having fun. Half the people there don't know how to play the game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Half the people, and like he made some comments. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah. He got under my skin too.
I see where the guy was coming from. He thought like he was playing games and he was winning. Because I remember he used to come down on Tuesdays and we would game and
Yeah. Yeah.
he would think up some like I'd say not necessarily cheesy tactics because I remember he
No.
did pull off one terrain like it was smart for the
Hmm.
certain situation that was there. So like he was definitely not bad at the game.
No, he wasn't bad at the game.
He
Yeah.
was very good,
Yeah.
and so he thought like he's like, oh yeah, dude, I'll just fuck everybody up, right? And it's
Yeah.
like he's like my only opposition are the people that I've like quote unquote played against, which would be Octave, who's running the tournament, who's
Yeah.
not
So I'm
technically
I'm
playing.
out of the equation. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh yeah, Andrew, no problem, right?
Right.
Because like he beat me multiple times before,
Yeah. This is
right?
true.
And
Hmm.
so like tournament day comes and like there's a gentleman playing the Black Diamond captain who
Hmm.
has the big gun and he's like and he would say something like I'm a firing my laser like something really loud. He was getting hyped, he's
Yeah.
getting into the game, he was
Yeah.
having fun, and the guy straight up turned around and was like, dude, shut up.
Damn.
Like
Oh, I remember that.
and like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where I was like, oh. All right. I was like, I was like, wait a minute. And then like there, like, don't get me wrong, this guy is honestly like, I don't think he's a bad guy. It's just
I don't
when
think so.
the competitive streak got the best of him.
Yeah. The hunger, dude. The thirst
Yeah.
got him. The red thirst.
Yeah. Long story short, like, comes down to the final round. It's me and hit this guy, right?
Yeah, because you were like undefeated going into the final round. So is he.
Yeah, and so it was like basically we were playing for first and second, and
Actually, according to the points, you were in third, I think, going
oh
into the
yeah,
final round.
you're right. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I didn't mind. I wasn't shooting to win. I was just
right.
shooting to play like as best as I could.
Hmm.
But like, it comes down to it, and like we're playing an objective that is bad for my army, right? It was
Yeah.
basketball, right?
Oh yeah, basketball's
And
horrible.
he was playing the fastest army in the game. So basketball, where it's like you got to juggle the two objectives basically. You got to run back and forth between
Hmm.
objectives, right?
Hmm.
So like I'm a relatively just like I think I was playing Candy, right? I was playing
Yeah,
like
you were playing
really,
Radiant something, I
yeah,
think.
Radiant, Candy, Cola, and like just a bunch of weird ass models, right?
Hmm.
So it comes down to it, right? And like it's looking like I'm about to lose, right?
Hmm.
But then like I think it was I blocked the objective or something like that, and then
Oh
I just
yeah,
blasted the,
you'd
yeah,
like trapped him
and then I
and you
just
blocked it.
blasted the shit out of him like
Yeah.
with my guns, and he was just like, "The fuck," and
Yeah.
like that's what won me the game, and like I felt bad because like I think he really thought he like had it in the bag.
Yeah, he kept calling me back there to look like, is you sure that's legal? Are you sure that's legal? I'm like, that's 100% legal, dude.
Oh yeah, I called you back
You,
there just to make
you
sure. I was
totally,
like,
yeah, like you know, that's it was actually that's actually how the game was played. Was yeah, you know, things move fast and all this other kind of stuff, but ultimately you're trying to thwart the other guy to get your stuff done before he gets his stuff done. So if you can block paths, if you can, you know, pull him out of his queue, like that's the way you actually neutralized shit in RK 1.0. It wasn't necessarily just outright killing it because there's a lot of resources that go into trying to remove a model, and then you know it's a lot more efficient just to stop them or stall them long enough to get your own stuff done. So that was like the way to go. But he didn't play that way, right? He just kind of played outwardly powerful, like I'm just gonna go in and remove models from the board, and that's kind of the wrong attitude to have.
yeah, I think the comment that got everyone like unnerved though, and I think chat's gonna go crazy about this comment.
Hmm.
So remember I always said this was a charity event and a lot of people are just learning the game, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
like this boy, this guy said he's like, yeah, dude, I feel bad. It feels like I'm clubbing baby seals. And I was like, holy
oh
shit.
yeah, I remember that
Uh,
comment.
when he said that, I was like, dude, I don't want to be part of this conversation anymore because I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be roasted just because he's like telling me about clubbing baby seals. I'm like, dude, whoa, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a bad person. He just got caught up in the heat, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He's not. Yeah, but what happened afterwards was pretty messed up because enough people had complained to me to where I was like, I gotta tell him, like like I have to explain, like that's not okay, especially when you know at the time we were trying to build that community, and you know if you're putting people off, especially brand new people, like we need to know about it, right? So I confronted him afterwards because he was so like he was really distraught about losing. Like
He was.
that's all he could focus on. He told me like he was crying that night. It was a bad night for him or
Wait, are
something.
you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
he was. I knew he was shook up because like I walked to him to his
like
car and he was like really down. I was like, dude, don't worry about it, man.
like it's a game. Like it's
I was
cool.
like, I was like, shit happens, you know.
Hmm.
Like it's all good. Like I walked him back to his car, like made sure everything was all good. Like said
Hmm.
goodbye, and then like Jose walked out and was like, dude, you coming back in? We're taking pictures of like the winners and like of the prizes and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I just made. I was like, dude, you won. Like, why aren't you coming back? You got like third or second place, right?
Yeah.
And
He yeah, he placed like third, I think. Yeah.
he's just like, no, I'm going home. I was like, okay, man. So like I tried to convince him to come back. I was like, but he just wasn't having it. So like
Hmm.
I feel like I didn't say anything during the match to make him feel that bad, you know?
No.
Like
Yeah.
I just did a good move that he wasn't expecting and then it cost him the game. Like
Right.
I feel like I didn't say. I at least you were there. I didn't say
Yeah.
anything that would
No.
make him. I wasn't like,
No,
"Yo,
you're just
fuck
playing the game.
you." Yeah.
You were just playing the game, and you know the both of you guys were like, hey, you know, you were asking me for rulings. Is this okay? Is this okay? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's how it's played. And right. No, you were totally cool the whole time. But you know, and so was everybody else. Even like the people that he like dick stomped earlier that day were like, man, that sucked. But they weren't, they didn't, they just kind of told me like more from because they a lot of them were like veteran gamers. They were not necessarily, they were brand new to Relic Knights, but they were like, you might want to talk to this guy because, I've been around long enough to have dealt with this shit before, but somebody else, like if he says that to somebody else that's like brand new, then you're like losing players, basically. That was what was told to me. Like you should probably talk to this guy because like that's not okay. And and the people that he did that to were super cool about it, but they were right. Like you can't. It's so it might slide with one person, but you don't let that person kind of poison
The
the well,
community.
you know?
Yeah.
And so when I confronted him on it, he's like, "Oh, you turned your back on me,
Wait,
I can't
what?
believe you." Yeah, he got mad. He got mad at me instead of like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, I effed up." Um, he was a little remorseful. He was like, "Okay, well, sure, but you need to be backing me up against these guys. You know what kind of person I am. You need to be defending me and that kind of shit." And I'm like, I can do that, but I think ultimately this is about you. Right? So, yeah, so it didn't end well. It didn't end well. He was done after that. He disappeared for a while. I think he goes, I'm going to just say this because I'm pretty sure it's true. But he does go back to that shop. Like he is back there now. Um
I have
and
not seen him in all my days. I mean, maybe it's just the stars didn't align, but I did
Yeah.
not see
Well,
this.
I guess he's part of the D&D community there,
Oh,
which is probably a good fit for him because it's not, you can't like
it's not
you can't
competitive.
like power game D&D. You
Yeah.
can ruin a D&D game just by being a dick. You can do that. You can ruin the game for your party, but it's not the same thing as like, walking into a meta and ruining the meta.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
so
D&D in essence is not competitive, so I don't think that streak of him could come out,
right, right. So Cheddar Monkey's like, what? That's jank. Yeah, it's it. It was yeah, that was just unfortunate. Like we
Yeah.
said, we're pretty sure he's a good guy when it comes down to it, but he just kind of had a bad attitude when it comes to competitive play like that, and it got the best of him. And then then he had an opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna fix this, but instead of doing that, it's like, no, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna say that you're the one that fucked up because how could you let that? How could you let all these people talk shit on me? That's what he was basically saying.
Yeah,
He went,
actually, I did. I think I remember, like, I talked to him once after the tournament.
mm-hmm,
Um, and he did say, he was like, yeah, apparently there's like some Facebook group or Facebook Messenger that's like talking shit on me. I was like, dude, that doesn't exist, man. It's all in your head.
mm-hmm.
I told him straight up, I was like, I've never heard of that. I was at the tournament. I'm not part of that. Like, it doesn't exist.
No.
And then he was just like, what? I was like, yeah. So I think it was like half him imagining the worst instead of people just being concerned, like, yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
guy's really hyper competitive. Instead, it was like he thought people were going off on him, like, yeah, fuck this guy. Like, it's like, no one was doing that. And no one told him to stop playing. And so I think
No,
it was half his unconscious, like, oh, how can I show my face around these people if they already think so bad of me, And
yeah,
like he
exactly.
he he did not want to, like, how do I say this? He did not want to like be there when he already thinks he fucked up.
Yeah,
So like I don't think it was right for him to blame it on you, but leaving the community, I don't see that as being necessarily a bad thing, just because I guess his feelings were hurt or whatever. Like,
yeah,
I could understand him doing that, but blaming you, I feel that was like, that's kind of bad. Like, that's not cool.
yeah.
But
I,
granted,
I was
oh,
like,
go for it. Go for it.
whatever. I mean, he can blame me for actually kind of saying, well, these are, because I just shared with them, like, here's what people said, and I quoted them. Like, here's, like, maybe I could have been a little softer in the conversation. I'll fault myself for that, but I didn't say anything that was false, or I didn't put any words in anyone's mouth. I just said, here's what they said about you, and you should
Yeah.
probably like take stock of that, dude. Especially if you want to keep playing, you should take stock of that. And he took that as an affront, like, how could you let these people say that about me?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I feel I could kind of see it. Like, I hate, like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
go
agree
for it.
that like he should have just like blamed it on you or like excommunicated himself from the community, right? Because he definitely could have turned it around. But
But he by doing that, by blaming it on me, it's almost like now he has a bad guy. Now he can say, well, it wasn't really me. Octave was the guy that pushed me out of that.
well, yeah, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm,
But the thing is, like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? It's like
mm-hmm.
this guy just got, I don't want to say traumatized, but to the point where like it emotionally hurt him,
Yeah,
you know?
it cut
And
deep.
it cut really deep. And like
Mm-hmm.
the next thing you know, everyone at the tournament's talking about you being the guy, like the guy at
Yeah.
the tournament no one wants to play against.
Mm-hmm.
Where, and then like that in itself is like, damn, dude, like, oh, I just got stabbed twice. Like I came up to this place, I thought
Right.
I was gonna win, I lost, and then now
And
it
on
turns
top of
out,
that,
yeah, on
everyone
top
was
of that,
talking shit on me. Yeah,
I could
which
see,
I could see that.
and then he spins it to a way where he has a bad guy, and like, oh shit, it can't be me, you know,
Right.
like it has to be someone else, like
Mm-hmm.
and like again, I'm not saying he is a bad guy, I'm just saying like,
No, it was. I think a lot of it, like you said, is kind of convenience, but then there's also kind of a subconscious. I'm ashamed of it, so I'm just gonna get out.
yeah,
And
oh, Dizzy popped in at a very weird
hey,
time.
what's up, Tizzy? She popped in like,
Yo,
damn.
yeah, she's
It
like,
was like
damn, they talking
it
deep
was dark.
stuff.
We were dark times, man.
Yeah, dude, we're talking about the dark ages.
Yeah. But we're talking about like competitive gamer players and where shit goes wrong. But the thing is too, like I had to couch the whole thing and tell them like, okay, listen, I've been running organized play events for the better part of like almost 2 decades, right? And luckily for me, like the communities that I've helped put together are really, really fucking cool, right? It didn't start that way, but like especially in our specific area in California, especially if you're talking about like the at ease crowd, the Comic Quest crowd, the guys that play the independent games tend to be super, super fucking cool,
Yeah,
right? And I told him that, and I'm like, so please understand, they're used to a different caliber or a different, when they're like, and when they go to these types of events, especially a charity event,
yeah, oh
you're
yeah,
used
that's
to
the
like a
cherry on the
different,
top, dude.
you're,
Like, it
you're
is a
used to a
charity event.
different, yeah, a totally different atmosphere. Like we're playing for fucking a kid's hospital. Like you don't go in there and go, oh, I'm just clubbing baby seals and will you shut up and all that other stuff that he said. That's not okay, man. You don't go to like you don't go to like Jerry Lewis, for the kids and like start dick stomping people during the telethon.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if you go to a charity event, right? Let me put this in perspective. You go to a charity event, right? You
Uh-huh.
donate a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Someone else and their family donate more money than you, and then you get embarrassed because you're
Oh
not the
snap.
top donor, right? And
Yeah.
then you hear people like, dude, was he trying to like brag like low key at a charity event, And
Mm-hmm.
then like the charity
Humble brag.
runners, yeah, the charity owner's like, yo, dude, we don't talk about donations. Like we would appreciate if like next time you don't do that. And you're like, what? You let people talk about me? No.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm just putting it into different perspective here, like
Mm-hmm.
granted, like I'm not saying the guy's a bad guy. I'm not trying to paint him as a villain. I'm just saying like that seems like it's what happened in this situation.
Oh yeah, it does. It
You know,
does, man.
and like I'll tell it from both perspectives. It's like the guy, had thought he was gonna win.
Hmm.
He made I like he saw some. He didn't see a move coming, cost him the game. He got third place instead of first place in
Right.
one game. Right, he was going flawless. He thought like, oh yeah, first 2 wins easy, like
Hmm.
and he thought like he was high on like the competitive life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then like he gets kind of like sad
Hmm.
because he thought he was gonna win, and then the next thing he knows, his actions, got him reported basically, and he's like,
The
"That's
other
impossible."
Right. Well, plus the other part of it was, it was the three of us that we would play week in and week out.
Yeah,
And we, even though we would play well, like we play good games, I would say, at least from my part, like I wouldn't, I wasn't like pedal all the way down playing. You know what I mean? And I don't think you were either.
no, dude, I
It
was
was
playing me
like,
Hardies, man.
yeah,
That's
it's
my
like we
crew.
want to, yeah, like we want to talk, like do the stupid voices and shit. And wait. Lex got outbid by Bruce Wayne, ended up brawless.
Hey.
um, but yeah, I mean, we'd play week in, week out, and he was a good player, like you said. He's a good player, but we didn't throttle down, and it was never there was never an atmosphere of us doing that. He would say like week after week, he'd say, "Oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to feel this because this is broken. I'm going to do this," and we would just kind of laugh and go, "Yeah, dude, that's really strong. Go ahead and play it."
Yeah.
Right. And sure enough, he would win. He won games against you. He won games against me. He tabled me pretty hard one time, I remember. And I was like, damn, good game, man. Um, and like you said, then he goes into the tournament. There's a bunch of brand new players there because Relic Knights is a brand new game at the time. Um, but the other part of it too, though, is like I was trying to say, like these are the guys that are brand new. They're brand new to Relic Knights, but a lot of them have been coming to my events for a long time. Like they've been supporters of me for a long time, and
Yeah.
and especially at a charity event, they're expecting a certain kind of decorum. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
like
be,
chill.
yeah, it's a tournament, but you're gonna be relaxed. This has happened to me twice actually.
No.
Something very similar. Yeah. I'll tell you, like something similar to this happened when we first launched Guild Ball at CQ.
No. You're
Yeah.
joking.
No, yeah. So when Guild Ball, I don't know, who's in chat that would remember this? Probably nobody. Okay. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. so uh so when we first launched Guild Ball at CQ, you can actually if you want, dude, you can ask Matt about this because he was part of
Oh
this.
yeah.
When we first launched Guild Ball at CQ, um, a lot of the Infinity guys, like I said earlier, that are super, super freaking cool. A lot of the Infinity guys were in. They're like, yeah, I want to play Guild Ball. Octave teaches how to play Guild Ball, right? So we were playing the shit out of Guild Ball for weeks. Like we were playing, and one of the players was a guy that he played Fisherman, and he just like he has been a competitive gamer for a while, but he gamed with like War Mahords, and he played the meta that he played in was super cutthroat. Like they didn't take shit from anybody,
Oh.
and for whatever reason they didn't do well in tournaments. But that was just their why Octave why. So, anyways, so this guy's he's in our group. He plays Infinity, and to truth be I was told later that he chased a lot of people away from Infinity
Oh.
too for being hyper competitive in Infinity. So he was starting to chase people away from Infinity, and he's like, "Oh, Octave, you can teach me how to play Guild Ball." I taught him how to play Guild Ball. All the Infinity guys got into Guild Ball, and he went, because he games with them more often than he gamed with me. Um, he would take that time to basically just tear each and every single one of them a new asshole like off to the side. He was
Oh,
just
so you
tearing them
didn't even
all.
know.
He was just like tearing them to shreds, and like the guys would show up, and I'm like, hey, who's playing Guild Ball tonight? And they would like the heads would go down, and we're like, I don't know, man, I don't know.
Oh,
And I was like, what?
it's like they're
What
prisoners of
happened?
war or something. Shit.
What happened? Like, what's going on? You know, Matt was like, because Matt too, he was like, dude, teach me how to play Guild Ball. I want to play Brewers. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I taught, you know, so I taught Matt how to play, and I taught him some wonky shit, like check out what Masons can do, yada
Yeah.
yada yada, right? So he's like, oh, I'm totally gonna get in on this. Matt goes and buys a Brewers team, and then like a week later, he's fucking done.
Really?
He's like hands off. He's like, and he wouldn't tell me. I guess we weren't like back then. We weren't as tight, so he wouldn't tell me what was going on. He's like, you know, I'm just gonna focus on other things. I'm playing Infinity, blah 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 blah, right? And then finally, like just this year, like me and Matt are gaming again. I teach Matt how to play Batman this time, and Nelson's totally right. Like Batman, our Batman crew is fucking great because nobody in that group is like, I better win or else I fucking hate my life. Like nobody in that group is like that. But so we got Matt playing Batman, and I was like, dude, we need to play Wrath of Kings. We need to play some more shit. He's like, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, what do you think about Guild Ball, man? You want to play it again? He's like, I really want to play it again. But and then he opened up and he told me about what happened. And I was like, fuck. So I'm like, so I lost all of you guys to the one dude.
Yeah.
Basically, Fox in the hen house eating shit up when we weren't there, essentially, right? Um, yeah, so that's what happened. And then sure enough, like you come back for Guild Ball, you come back for the farmers event, and Matt shows up. And Matt's like, "Oh, I'll play." Because he saw us playing, he saw us having a good time. That dude was nowhere near it, the shop. So he's like, "Okay, I'm in." So he
Yeah.
jumped back in.
That's really funny because I feel like it almost was a paradigm shift. Because when we were playing, dude, we brought Pepperidge Farms in. I
Yeah.
had a chicken strapped onto my shirt,
Hmm.
like, and I could see like him just being like, "Wait, this guy gone?"
Yeah,
You
that
know?
guy's gone. Suddenly Guild Ball's fun again, right?
It's like the rain clouds have cleared and like the sun is shining again.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude, we were having a lot of fun at that farmers event. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We're gonna do a blacksmiths event
Oh, I'm looking forward to
in a
it.
few weeks. Yeah, we'll do a.
That's what. Oh, sorry. That's what
Oh no.
Kevin said his second army would be. His blacksmiths.
Oh shit. Well, I
Yeah.
might sell them my blacksmiths when they come in.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna paint that shit when it shows up, and I'm gonna be like, oh, but I'm playing Alchemist this season, so I might play a game with it with them, and then go, hey Kevin, what you think, man?
You
And
buy?
just sell them one.
You buy?
And like, you buy?
I sell you for cheap.
I sell you.
Oh
I mean
no,
that.
Nelson. That's how I
That's
felt when you
when
did
you
catch
catch
wanker shit.
wanker shenanigans. Oh shit. Yeah,
No.
dude. I don't. Yeah, that was some bullshit though. I will cop to that. Um, it it was some bullshit, but luckily Batman's super fun. So even though when like crazy shit happens to you, you're on the receiving end of it, it's still funny.
Yeah, you
Right?
know what's crazy is I feel the same way about Guild Ball. I've missed so many goals, Octave.
Yeah,
So
I
many.
will never complain to you about goals ever again in my whole life because I don't think like I'll never miss a 5 die goal and then a 4 die chip shot. Like I will never. I don't know. I said never on this feed. You guys can mark my words. And then when that shit happens on Twitch, you can be, oh, there it is, there it is.
Yeah, and
Just
I was
shit
just
on me.
like, I'm like, the thing is, even when it happens to me, I'm like, shit happens, and then like,
Hmm.
but the thing is, at the end of the day, I'm still having a good game. It's not like, oh yeah, fuck it, I'm throwing in the dice, I'm leaving. Like, I've
Right.
never had that point with Guild Ball, and I think that's a, like a good thing. It's hard for a lot of miniatures games to get to that point.
Hmm. Hey, I just want you to know if I miss a shot like that, I will keep playing but somebody's buying me fucking alcohol.
No, I actually
Right?
Octave when like I was
Somebody,
like, I'm not drunk
somebody's gonna
enough.
go to a store. Yeah, somebody is gonna go to a store. They're gonna buy me some sake. Doesn't have to be you, but something. Like, it could be me. I could go to the store and buy myself some sake. Actually, I might have to go buy. It's Dizzy's birthday on Friday, so I may have to go buy myself some sake while we're playing to
Yeah,
celebrate.
like we need to go to Costco get some Johnny Walker. Oh man, it'll be a good
Oh
time.
no. I'm gonna do good stuff for me. I know Johnny Walker's dope. The black label is really nice. I really like that. But for me, it's gonna be sake. I'm gonna get a nice bottle of that.
Yeah. You know what's
Damn.
funny?
Yeah.
First sake I ever had was the girly type. I was at, a friend's house and we were just chillaxing, playing board games. We were playing Catan.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
You got soju?
yeah, my friend's, which is also my friend, but his girlfriend had, what's it called? The soju, right? And it was peach flavored. I took a sip of that. I was like, dude, this stuff's dangerous because I could drink this entire bottle in like one go. That stuff is dangerous.
Yeah, it's because it's actually really sweet. It's nice, but I can't really do soju. I mean, I could do some of the sweet stuff.
It's so easy to down. That's the problem. Like you could just pile it on, and the next thing you know, your underpants are on your head, and then like it just goes crazy.
Yeah, according to Canvas, I'm an easy lay when I'm drunk. So which is weird. Because,
Yo, what's the next con, man?
Let's see. Okay, so Blade Wolf says, I have had one game where I've caught someone cheating. I let it go, but damn, my internal Oni was trying to crawl out. Yeah, that's rough, dude.
That is
I've caught people cheating. Sometimes, like, I usually give people the benefit of the doubt, though. Like, if it's one of my friends and, like, they just they call something out that's wrong, or they misspot something, I'm like, they just fucked up, right? They're not actually cheating. But when you catch them actually cheating, like, oh, did you take this in your army? And they look at their piece of paper and it's clearly not on there, and they look back up at you and say yes.
Oh no, I have a story just like, oh dude, oh my god, on cheating. Okay. I have a good story for this one.
All right.
I know this guy and me went to high school together. I knew this guy since the 6th grade, right? 6th motherfucking grade. I knew this guy, right? And low key, this was the biggest cheater I've ever seen in my entire life. He played 40K.
Oh damn.
Right?
Okay.
He was playing Tyranids. He was playing Gene Stealers. He was playing the type that you pick a piece of terrain on the field and they come out of it. Right? I think that was new for the edition or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This brother, right?
Oh, I remember that rule. Yeah.
He's like, this guy. Let me tell you to the extent of this cheating, Octave.
This guy, I tell you.
I'll do it in my Asian voice too, because man, the inner Oni comes out. He's like, hey Endo, I dropped the dice. Can you get that? Right? And my other, I used to be friends with this guy. He was at the same place, right? And he was watching the game, right?
Okay.
He's like, hey Endo, can you get that dice for me? Right? So this other guy that's there is watching him, right?
Okay.
The guy turns around, grabs a piece of paper and a pencil, writes down on that paper the piece of terrain that my broadsides are sitting at.
Right? Oh God. Yeah.
He says, he's like, oh yeah, my Gene Stealers are coming out. I was like, oh yeah. And I turn around after I pick up the dice that's on the ground. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, where are they coming? He's like, oh yeah, you got unlucky, man. It's right where your broadsides are. I was like, oh, well, that sucks, but whatever, it happens, right? And then the other guy that's there is like, no, you just straight up wrote that down. He's like, no, I did.
Oh God.
And he's like, yeah, no, I straight up saw you. And he like called him out. He's like, you told him like pick up the dice, and then you turned around and wrote it down on a piece of paper, right? And I was just like, what? And
yeah, he tried to Princess Bride you.
Yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, well, I mean, like I knew you were gonna be cool with it anyway. I just didn't want to have the conversation. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
Right? I was just like, whatever, man. Like, it's a
He tried
friendly.
to Fazzini you right there, dude.
The thing is, it's a casual game,
Oh
right?
my God. Why do
If
you need to win a casual game that bad?
it was a casual game. It was, we were having like, we were out at Riverside and we were staying over at a friend's house,
Hmm.
and we're having a casual game, and that is my cheater story.
Oh
That is
my
the
God.
only cheater story I know of from my experience. But let me put this in perspective. I've known this guy from the 6th grade. Like,
We like even like our casual games, right? Where we play, like we make sure that we're not cheating. Like I'm gonna stop and look that up because I don't want to be screwing you over,
yeah, and like,
right?
I
We
will.
say that all the time. Like we're gonna look it up because I think that's how we play it, but I don't want to be the one cheating you,
Yeah, and
right?
every time I will count dice, because with bonus timing and stuff, it's very easy to pick up an extra dice in there. I will always
Yeah,
count dice every, like,
yeah.
even if it's just like feeling it in my hand, like, is that 8 or 7? Like,
Hmm.
every single roll. But like,
Hmm.
I was like, dude, I didn't say anything because we were all at this guy's house, right? We were all just trying to have a good time, and it was like a 3-day event. Like, we were doing
Okay,
like an APOC event on the side with like casual gaming, right?
okay, dope. That's
And
dope.
there, yeah, it was dope. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not really gonna say anything. Like, it's okay, it doesn't really matter. I'll lay it off, right? And like, the
Hmm.
thing is, if the guy told me, oh yeah, I forgot, but I meant to put it at that train where your broadsides are, I would have been like, okay, whatever, I don't care,
Hmm.
right? Because it's a casual game. But it's like
Yeah.
the fact that the guy had to go to this lengths, my man. Yeah,
Like I still don't understand why though.
neither do I.
Like
And like,
what was there to gain from that
later we
ever?
found out, like, he basically cheated a lot. Like, we found out, like, he was like,
Maybe he's like a pathological liar and he just had to do shit like that
I don't know, but like, that, I was just
for the
like,
thrill of it, or I don't know.
that's the crazy thing, is I was like, dude,
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, that's
Holy
the
crap.
only cheater story I have, but it's a good one. It is a good one, I'll say that.
Wow. Okay, we missed a bunch of comments going by, but
Oh
let's
yeah,
see.
you're right.
Let's see what we got here. Uh
I
I
think we
thought it was
left.
funny when you did it to okay, we're all the way back to Dr. Tetch.
Yeah.
Thought it was funny when you did it to Harley and turn around and unload her bat on my Joker.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Mr. J, Dr. Tetch is just so good looking, and starts wailing on this guy. Jared Leto's like, no.
Cheddar Monkey says, I have Raspberry Diamore sitting by my bed. Okay,
Okay,
sweet.
okay.
Dizzy's like, Blade Wolf, that sucks. I don't get why people cheat. Winning means nothing if you had to cheat. It means something. It means, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Well, it's also, it's
it
street
means
cred.
that.
Street cred.
Yeah,
It's
but
bare bones. It's, you want to be the guy that's always winning. It's self-confidence or self-confidence
I
issues.
guess, yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I want to be known as the guy that's just that good. I can't lose. You know,
They don't need to cheat. They're playing a Mason army. They can make mistakes in that army and still recover. Yeah,
that is true. I've noticed
that's true.
Masons are very forgiving.
Masons are very forgiving, but Masons are so dope. I love them so much.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're like broken. They're just very
No,
forgiving,
they're
very
very
easy to
forgiving.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're way more forgiving than Brewers, in my opinion,
Oh yeah,
because
I've
Brewers
learned.
Brewers are really sturdy, but it's so hard to kind of keep them invested in a game because you start off so slow with them. Like your whole early turn stuff, unless you get a good spot or unless somebody overextends, like you gotta reach that first, for the first turn or so to get you into the
Yeah,
game. That's what kind of screwed you the last game, was you knew you had to reach with Esther's and you kind of overextended with her, and I had a way of pulling her into my backfield. So I experienced the same thing when I play Brewers. It's like, how the fuck do you get momentum in the early game with this team?
yeah. I
Because like
think. Oh, sorry. Go for it. My bad.
it's like they don't cover the field well in the early game. You're still relying on a lot of like 4-inch bubbles the way you are with Masons, but Masons can run bigger. They run actually bigger bubbles than that, especially if you're running hammer. Um,
Yeah.
so I was like, one of the struggles I had with Brewers is how the hell what your early game just looks bad. Like, what do you're playing uphill against teams, especially teams like Butchers that can put up like crazy amounts of momentum out of the gate. Like, how the hell do you compete with that?
Yeah, I think
Um,
with Brewers, like you just really need to invest into that guild, and like that's the only thing you play because you need to know like how to deal with like certain things.
mhm,
Because one thing that really destroyed me is I was having like a really good game. I was getting a lot of good charges off, like killing a bunch of guys,
mhm.
but he just spawned them where my Brewers weren't, and I wasn't fast enough to get to them. So
Yeah,
like that was just it was just a fact of life where it's like, well, I'm too slow.
you should play.
So
You should play Luis down in North County. He plays Brewers, and he's one of the best, if not the best, brewer player locally that I know of.
oh
Like,
wow,
he is
nice.
fucking sharp. Yeah, he's a good player. Um, okay,
Oh, what comment
cheating.
are we on?
Blade Wolf had a bunch of just sort of emotes after not the damn gene stealers, and then Cheddar Monkey says cheating is for people with tiny wieners. And then Dizzy says some people always need to win no matter the cost. It's sad. It's true.
It's
It's
true. It's
true.
that it's just they gotta prove something, I guess.
I guess. But but when you're caught red-handed cheating or lying, like, you double down on that shit. Why? You're already caught. You'd be like, oh, dude, yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, but it
Like, you kind of bow out of that gracefully. I don't understand.
but
But
it's
I don't
just funny that
understand the action in the first place.
yeah, he it's like the whole logic behind it, like for him and his excuse was I mean, the thing is he had to think of this excuse, whereas like, oh yeah, he will just let me do it anyway. Which is true, but like he
That's
had to
shitty.
think about it. Like
Hmm.
it's your first instinct should not be to cheat. It should just be to, oh, whoops, man. Like
Yeah.
I messed
Sorry.
up.
Sorry. Oh, sweet.
Oh
But
dang. Nelson wants the chibi, man. He
you
wants
want Dark Kitsune? She is available. Are you gonna game
she's
with us Friday
cool.
night?
Please do it, Nelson. We
Are you
need
in?
you.
You can, Dark Kitsune. This is let's see. There's Musashi. He's kind of plain. I should probably do his jacket a different color, but I don't know. He's okay. We can I can think that one over.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
then
do such a deep voice for that guy. Not deep, but just like,
oh my god, I
oh,
love this guy. I love this guy.
we're gonna fight right today. Don't worry. It's like I like too many cigarette samurai, basically.
You're gonna have to like smoke a pack,
Yeah,
like
dude.
a full pack before playing.
Dude, I won't even like. It's not gonna be puff puff like, and then like one after the other. I'm gonna take the full pack, a blowtorch, and just inhale.
Oh, Luchesi says I thought Musashi was spoken for. Yeah, Andrew. He was
That's
the guy
me.
that he reserved Musashi. So Andrew reserved Musashi, Dizzy reserved I forget
Uh,
his name, Andori Kaiken. And then these two are not, well, Nelson is reserving Dark Kitsune. Kitsune da da. And
Nani?
um and nobody has I may have to secure him because it's like me and my little child, man. I don't know. Kind of need to be lone wolf with cub.
That's
Although I don't know, I'm torn. I like him a lot. I may go paint. Oh my God! Nobody reserved hard gay.
hard gay.
Hard gay. Okay, if you wanna watch something hilarious that will also mess with your brain, well, your psyche, right? Google Google hard gay Razor Ramon. Just Google it
What?
and watch the videos. Watch the hard gay. Does he have a card? Yeah, they all have stat cards. Let me see if yeah, to that point, I should have a hard gay. Oh, and I think I stuck it in.
This
I
guy.
gotta find. Yeah, Nobody. I painted hard gay, and no one's playing hard gay.
What does he look like? What does he look like? I didn't take a look.
He's basically, he looks like a village person, but like more of like the S&M style village person. She looks like. Oh, okay. Oh, Nelson's talking about Dark Kitsune. She looks like Catwoman with ninja stars.
Maybe I should play hard.
But hard gay is hard gay.
Oh,
Like
maybe I should play him.
He does a whole. It's like a whole shtick. Yeah, I gotta find the mini.
Hard gay. I'll just go.
Hold on. Let me try to find my. Let me try to find my Ninja All Stars.
I suppose Octave, you're tempting me, man. I might switch over.
Let me get. I think it's in here. I think. Oh, this is the largest KR case in history. That's why.
Hard gay.
Hard gay. And I also have a Tengu. Let's see. No, it's terrain. Where is Ninja All Stars? Do you think maybe that's Ninja All Stars? No, that's probably Wrath of Kings up there.
Wait, Octave, I might have to play this guy. Like, I think you convinced me. You've changed sides. You made me change sides.
You're not gonna be Musashi Miyamoto?
I mean, I'll play both, dude. I'll do two voices, two guys, man.
Okay, here we go. I found it. All right. So some more. He's effing hilarious. He ran with this gear after a person on a bike. Yeah. So some other Ronin that we have Momotaro. Pretty awesome. I fucking love these Ninja All Stars minis. They are just amazing. They're too damn good. There's also Jorogumo. Just rad miniatures. Oh, here we go.
Yo, can I please play that guy, dude? Please, Octave, my man.
Hard gay. We gotta find his card.
Wait,
Hold on.
Please, I gotta play that guy.
You're gonna be hard gay.
Yeah. Hard gay in the house. Don't worry, we'll get the fat right. It's all good. Or maybe. Wait, should I put a more flamboyant twist on it, dude?
You get to watch the videos. Like you gotta, you're gonna. I'm sure you're gonna commit to it. So you gotta watch the. I want that mini. You know what, Dizzy? Let me look. Let me see.
No, Dizzy, don't steal it from me.
No. I'm not talking about. No, we're talking about getting her one to paint.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look in my vault here and see where's the cards for Ninja All Stars.
Wait, that guy is so cool. I gotta play this guy. I'm gonna listen to the videos like all day.
Hard gay.
He's a hard gay.
And you got to do you got to scream at the end of it. Hard gay, woo! That's what he does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Should I be like extra flamboyant on that one? Where it's like, it's a hard gay.
He says, "We are all going to hell." I painted that one all white. Yeah, I got a bunch of them for Comic-Con a couple years ago. I got a bunch of hard gay miniatures.
Wait, how many do you have left? Because I would take one from you.
I may not. I'm gonna see what I have left. I might have given. That's why I'll have to go into the vault and find out what I've got left.
Yeah, first one goes to Dizzy because she claimed it and she's a better painter. But if you got another one, I need that for D&D.
So let's look at the hard gay card. They call him Bakusho Mandai. We're gonna call him hard gay, obviously. I mean that's what the reference is. I have the one that Octave gave me at Comic-Con. So he has Golf, Fortune, Nimble, Resilient, and Ronin. His stats are fairly average. Engulf is pretty nice though. So he's so flaming gay that I think, right, like when he rolls fire, I think that means everybody Everybody gets stunned because smooth moves. That's the
Oh,
name of his special move.
yes.
Smooth moves. Bakusho Mondai may spend his action to rearrange all the models in his influence zone, including himself. Models may be moved to
Wait,
any other space that is in Bakusho Mondai's influence zone. If Bakusho Mondai is moved, all the models are moved that are moved by smooth moves must still be placed in spaces that were part of his original influence zone before he was moved.
Octave. Wait, is that? Can
See,
I
and then
move
look
the
at the
people?
flavor text. Look at the flavor text. Whoo! Because that's
Wait, can I move the people or do they move?
yeah. No, you
Oh,
move them.
oh yeah, I gotta play this guy.
How to gay?
Y'all just be like, "How the gay? You're going
I can't.
here."
How come? I was like, because I listed it on the thing. I'm like, how come nobody picked hard gay?
Wait, if that like,
Interesting.
wait, you know how we were saying like if Michael Jackson was a pimp, right?
Yeah.
I think he would look a little something like that.
How come I can't find the ring? What did I do with that model?
Oh boy, I
On
just
my
looking
own?
at the clock. It's 12:15. I gotta wake up
Oh
to
damn. Me too. I gotta get up pretty soon here. But we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Oh, Dizzy, I'm sorry. I sent you the old Hangout link. Oh yeah, bummer. Sorry. Sorry. I can send you the new one if you want. I'll send it to you if you want. Where'd it go?
We're gonna be talking
Where'd
about
it
hard
go?
gay for like another
Because we're gonna
15
talk about
minutes.
hard gay for like 15 minutes and then it's worth it.
Yeah. And then I gotta go to bed, go to work, and then like drink 3 Red Bulls.
Where'd it go? How do gay? Um Somebody asked me a long time ago if I backed Starfinder. I did not back Starfinder. Whoever. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I figured you're. It's like 4 a.m. out there. You're probably asleep. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty rad. So he's fire and earth. We have a Tengu also. Just I might play the Tengu because he's pretty freaking awesome. Damn, this is the pure. Okay, so the best part about Ninja All Stars is the Ronin. The worst part about Ninja All Stars is that the Ronin in the regular game you don't break out very often. Like you don't, because they're players that you have to pay for each game. So why would you? I don't really like the outfit that they gave him. I kind of like. I mean, I'm fairly close, but he's just ever so darker, and his
Better.
and his eyes look way. I think I did his eyes way better than just like the little tiny little
Yeah.
dots there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
like.
gotta paint this guy too. Oh
Oh,
my god,
I almost played that guy, and I would just
that
bark.
guy's amazing.
I would just be like the entire game, like just move my character 3 spaces forward.
And we have Kappa.
Oh yeah.
Nobody picked Kappa. And we have. This is who I thought you were gonna play.
Oh, I was so tempted.
Onibaba.
I was so tempted, but hard game
I liked how you
has
painted
taken
him
the
better too.
place.
Thanks, Diz. Yeah, that's you go now.
Yeah. You
That's
do
the
this. That's the only way. But with hard gay, I feel like I could just have like a more interesting take on it, Just be like, it's a hard gay. You know?
okay. No, yeah,
Woo!
nobody picked Joragumo, who's everyone loves that mini. It's just an awesome mini. This is so many fucking amazing minis. Wish I could have backed that Kickstarter.
Yeah.
For real, this is like one of their best Kickstarters that they ever did because it was just ever so slightly late, but it delivered like everything. You got it
Yeah.
all in one wave, and the sculpts are really good quality. I need to paint Moon Princess. She's pretty rad.
Yeah, well, I think I might head to bed, Octave. Like,
You're out.
I'm starting to fall asleep on the bed, like as we speak.
Oh, no worries, man. You have a good one.
Yeah. So tomorrow, what time did you say you might be free?
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot you once I get back to civilization. I'll shoot you a message. So let's see. I have my meeting is at 10:30. I'm going to assume that we'll probably be there around an hour, 90 minutes. Then I have to drive home. That's about 2.5 hours. So let's call it, dude, it could be really early. It could be like 2, could be like 1:32.
Ooh, I get off at 3 though.
Or if I'm stuck in traffic, now we're looking like 4 or 5. And I'm going to kill myself because that's bad. Like traffic coming back from like Idlewild. Like no one deserves that. That's a horrible, horrible like thing to happen.
It does not sound fun, my friend.
These paint so quick too. I need to do like another 10, man. See you both tomorrow at GM. Yeah. So if we're gonna be at GM, I think I'm gonna stream. If we're gonna attempt to stream at least one game, probably Wrath of Kings and a Batman game is what I'm thinking.
Yay.
We could stream one game of Wrath of Kings, then when Nelson gets there, we should be set up to stream Batman. And I'll have to pack up my cameras and stuff tonight, throw them in my car. Yeah. Good night, Nelson. Let's see. Hard Gay is available on Miniatures Market.
Oh wait,
One of the best sentences I ever typed. Oh,
All right.
this is driving me crazy.
Well,
Oh,
that's
you're
good
going to bed?
know. Oh no, because I'm gonna swipe the card for Hard Gay, man. It's on clearance too. Oh, just right.
I have a funny story about Hard Gay, actually. So
okay, last turn, then I gotta go to bed.
this is a quick one, right? So we were playing Ninja All Stars at Comic Quest. For Thursday nights, we had just a small league going, like 4 to 6 players, and there was this. And here we go again. But there was this hardcore feminist that was part of the board game group, right? And she would come by and she would like listen to us, and I always do like the Asian voices or whatever, and she'd go, "That's racist." And I'd look at her, I'm like, "No, it's not." But anyways, so we started playing Ninja All Stars, right? And and I'm doing the voices or whatever, and she would see like the female miniatures, like, and she'd go, she would see like Joragumo or whatever, and she'd go, "Her boobs are too big." Hey, like,
Oh
this
god.
is this isn't representative, and this is bad body types, and she'd get really huffy about it, right? So she was going through all my miniatures, and then she ran into Hard Gay and didn't know the reference for Hard Gay, that like he is clearly the most offensive of the miniatures and the references. And instead she was like, "Oh, how nice, they have it's good to see man flesh. It's good." It's good. It's good. I shit you not. Like, and she did this in front of me and Mark and Jose, and we looked at each other and just like, "Yep, that's what that is. That's equality. There you go. That's right. We have satisfied the man flesh quota with Hard Gay." So
this is rich, man.
So she was okay with the game after that. Like, I don't. So apparently that's a problem. This is not a problem. I don't understand. I don't.
Oh, that's man flesh. It's okay.
This is okay. It's good to see them representing. Like, what?
So good to see proper representation.
I'm like, we're lucky. Like, Jose didn't correct her, because like Jose, that's like what he does. Like, he should be like, "Are you kidding me? Like, that's the biggest gay stereotype character there is." Like, representative of real women, but it's a Japanese spider demon. Blade Wolf says spider demons are always a problem, man.
It's like, yeah, your spider demon is just too offensive.
The titties offended her. She was mad until she saw hard gay. She's like, oh, that's good. It's fair. You can't make that up. That's a real story.
Oh god, I'm crying again because it's so funny. Oh god.
Oh, hi, Peter. I didn't even see somebody jumped in while we were talking about.
How the game.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
See,
no.
you wonder why this channel is not monetized. Like, we will never monetize this channel.
You know, I just couldn't imagine. I wish I was at the shop, man. It's like, yeah, see, this is perfect. This is showing the male body, and like he's definitely muscular. So he's just really working it, And but this model, this isn't okay. This is not okay. I cannot deal with this.
Because she did, like, she asked me, she's like, well, what's the female representation in this game? And I was like half the models are female. And she started, and she's digging through the KRKs. Their bodies are disproportionate. And I said to her,
they're chibi.
They're
what
chibi.
The heck did she expect?
Their heads are 50% of their body mass.
What did she expect? Oh my god.
But when she got to hard, she was okay with that. So,
she's like, the game's just 10 times better now.
And I was just happy that she shut up. So I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah. Hard gay. Yeah.
Yeah, rep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I can see it happening.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you ever met her. She used to go to CQ on Thursday nights. And, and she never gamed with us, but it was like she would come by to inspect. Like one time she really kind of pissed me off, her and her friend, because it was a Thursday night, right? And they're used to me going back there and gaming with them. And but I wasn't going to. I had other plans that night, so I was just like browsing in the shop. I was just in the shop, and the two of them come up to me and they're like, "We have a diversity problem back there. There's way too many white people back there. You need to come back there." What? And I looked at them and I was like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
What?
I just looked at them and just shook my head and just continued about my business. Like, are you being serious? Like, really? So
what? Wait, I'm shook, man. Whoa.
I was like, are you serious? Like, you just need me to go back there and be the token so that you can feel better about something that's not even a problem?
Dude, I would have gone off on that Octave, because that's. Go for it. Sorry, go for it.
This Christian channel is hilarious. Glove Avatar.
Wait, but Octave, I would have gone off because the thing is, I didn't look white.
But it just came out of left field, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like they came up to me and they're like, "Yeah, we have a diversity problem back there. Like, it's way too white back there. You need to go back there." And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, you don't even game with me, right? You think my chibi boobs are offensive? Like, why am I gonna go back there?"
I would have gone off. They're like the white level here. It's
there are too many white people playing the games back there.
It's too high. I need some diversity. And if I was thrown into the white group, I'd be like, "Listen here, motherfucker." I'm like, "Listen here."
I'm like,
"Yo ass appropriated me."
Do you not understand that you trying to be sensitive here is being extremely racist?
Yeah, I would have gone
Like
off and be like,
that's not okay. You don't like you. We're not like meeples. You don't just like put our shit in there to like. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
like,
Yeah.
I would have gone off because like I look white, and if she grouped me in with like the white people, I'd be like, listen, I'm half Asian. I didn't know if you noticed, but yo asses can only see my whiteness. like y'all appropriating shit. I would have been so pissed. I would have gone out, dude. Wait, no, I would have been so upset, man. You have no idea that's triggering.
But you know, she didn't last in that's the thing. She gamed in that store for the summer, and then I haven't seen her back since. So I don't know. I'm sure eventually somebody pissed her off too much, and she just couldn't come back. I don't know, but that was a weird summer.
She's like, these bigots. This store is filled with too many whites. Too many white people in this.
Damn it. Spider demon women with titties. This is horrible. Fuck this place. I only like that gay miniature. That's the only good miniature in that shop. It passes the Bechdel test, motherfucker. Like, that's the only.
There's too many whites. There's not enough gays, and the figures, relic knights. Don't even get me started on that.
Oh God! Imagine if we showed her relic knights.
Oh God, yo, she would have flipped the bitch, man. She would.
We triggered like well, at least I did. Like I triggered one of the Blizzard guys that we used to play there. Like I triggered the hell out of that guy because he was looking at my miniatures. He's like, oh my God, bro, how are you okay playing that? And I was like, cause I'm a straight man.
Because I'm not
and
hard gay.
I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm a straight man and I won't apologize for it. Like that's, this is a fantasy and I like fantasy. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like rein myself in and go, I'm gonna fantasize. This is cool. No, but honestly, I'm not gonna do that. No. This is like anime. Yeah.
In this fantasy world where there are demon spider women, I don't think it's possible for them to have. It's like, I don't think it's possible for them to have just large breasts. I think that's an impossibility in this fantasy world where demon spiders walk around on 8 legs.
It's physically impossible. The physics of the boot that she's gonna topple over with boobs like that. It's just
genetics just have not even reached that point.
It's gonna break her back. This is gonna be a problem. Like, how do young girls look at this and go, "This is my beauty standard. This is what I'm supposed to look like."
Because those red eyes and fangs, man, that just and those 8 spider legs.
Yeah,
I just can't. I can't believe it.
Like what? I don't even.
Cheddar monkey.
Feminazis see kingdom death and they spontaneously spurt blood from scary places, demon stuff. You know what though? Honestly, like kingdom death, I think the reaction to that has been fairly mild, and I think it's because you see as many dicks as you see other body parts, so they're cool with it because it's like, oh, did you see that model? It's covered in dicks. Or her ass is way too big too. Her abdomen.
Do you see that thorax? It's an impossibility.
Yeah, like look at how tiny. Look at how tiny her waist is, and then that's right. LA face with the Oakland booty, as it were, right?
Oh God! But can we just get back to hard gay for a second?
I have covered in dicks. See this. You will never. The comments in this chat. I have the one covered in dicks, and that's probably one of the mildest things said in the chat recently.
Like actually,
I have that one. Just real cavalier. The one covered in dicks. One of the Kingdom Death Satan twins.
Yeah, I could just imagine she's like, this comic shop is white. Like that one lady who came in and she was like, it's too white back here. She's like, this place is whiter than a Kanye concert. I can't deal here. I gotta leave.
Quote of the stream.
I have the one covered in dicks. Yo, where's
like
hard gay at? You gotta
it's
put
like
hard gay right next to that.
Okay, here. We'll put him here. He can be right here so you can see
Yes.
hard gay. I'm gonna, since I'm up, and I hope I don't make too much noise, but I'm gonna see if I have like I know like in this game room, there's like prize support just stashed away in places that like you would not, or I don't understand what was going through my brain when it was like, oh yeah, this price support should be right there. Okay, so no hard gate there, but there's another place for hard gate. I come here for the clean family content. How much is that figure in the window, the one with the waggly dicks? You're quoted as saying, "Can we get back to hard gay per se?"
Octave, I don't think those shorts are short enough, dude. I think you're too modest.
I love that mini though.
Me too. I'm going to order one off Miniature Market right now. Well,
you know Chris, right? The Infinity, he plays, and he just recently got into Batman.
Beard Chris?
No, like the like Asian kid Chris.
Oh, Asian Chris. I haven't met him,
Yeah.
But like I've seen him around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he backed Ninja All Stars and got all the pieces too, and he was like, and he was so amped too. He was like, I can't believe they did fucking hard gay. It's amazing. He's like, this is the best Kickstarter. I'm like, I know, right? They did fucking hard gay. That's amazing.
I'm actually ordering that model like as we speak.
Hard gay. So like, if that shows up at your house, right, and it's the only thing in the package, and your mom like happens to open up the package, like, what's gonna happen?
Oh, she'll just be like, it's another day at the office. Just be like, he's ordering
She's
like
like,
off the internet again.
She's like, oh, that is Slanish, I think. That's Slanish.
It would literally just be like, wait, what is this? I sorry, I read the comments. Andrew, they have the Fox guy figure that you like too. Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah.
They do.
It's too bad. I should have showed you guys these like a few weeks ago when all of this was on sale on the Soda Pop site.
It's on clearance on what's it
on Mini Market?
Right now, on Mini Market. Yeah, the hard gay is $6.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm getting
$6.
the Onibaba, Inu, hard gay. Actually, I think I need 2 hard gays.
You need 2.
No, you know what I need? I need 3 so they could be a band. They could be a boy band. Oh my god, that'd be fantastic. Holy.
All right. Let's see what I have in here. Gay.
Yeah, I need 3 so I can make a boy band, and it would just be the hard gays. It'd be like,
this is really cool.
If you were to get jumped in an alley in San Francisco, it'd be those 3 guys. And it would just be like them with like knives and like snapping their fingers like, you came to the wrong neighborhood, man. And then I could just like flick open a knife. It's like, came to the wrong neighborhood, crew. They'd just be doing Michael Jackson moves all day. Be like, you know?
I don't know if this is the right box. Let me see. But there's all kinds of cool shit in this box. But I don't think this is the right box. Oh wow. There is cool shit. Wow.
So
where
I'm
has
getting
that been?
Currently Octave as we speak. I'm ordering 3 hard gays.
What the hell?
One Hanzo. 1 Inu, or what's it called? Kaiken. The little
Kaiken?
box guy. And then Onibaba, so I could be like, you get this straight internet?
Oh, there's so much cool shit in here. What the hell? But it's the wrong box, but it's okay. I'll have to find the right box later. Why did I take the time to laminate these? Who is this other person that does cool shit for me when I'm not looking?
Oddly arousing. Oh God. Who would you use for the male groupie? Oh man, that's
the hard gay package arrived. That's amazing. So I feel bad for anyone that stumbles into the stream.
Nah, dude, I feel good for anyone stumbling into this stream. You know what's funny? This is what Friday is gonna be like. It's just gonna be like a bunch of like hard gay and like roosters.
Oh wow. Yeah, more cool shit. What? I have that? Awesome. Okay. Well, I found a bunch of cool shit, but I know I have a hard gay. I'll find him. I know I do.
I kind of want the Spider Lady, but I don't think I could do her justice. Like I can't paint well. I can paint hard gay though. It's leather and skin.
He's very easy. Yeah, it's a very easy miniature to paint.
I think I'll go with.
I want to show you guys this just because it's awesome. Like I totally forgot. Do you guys know who Rake is, or Reek, whatever he's called? He basically does the art for a lot of the Soda Pop stuff, like Relic Knights and all that kind of stuff. Right? He does a lot of like pinup stuff. Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone?
I don't know who he is. I think I've heard him through the grapevine.
So I met him at WonderCon a few years ago, and he had just come out with his sketchbook, and which was awesome. So he autographed the sketchbook for me, which is the art in here is crazy awesome. Whoops! It's breaking shit. So little. I can't even get it on camera. This is embarrassing. We're not going to do it. But anyway, so I had one of these sketchbooks, and then he also in this room here, I have an autographed Relic Knights poster that he did, and actually there's two of them. Like the one that they didn't approve, and then the one that they did, which is pretty sweet.
Oh, so you have like the limited art then?
Yeah, I've got like limited prints, and he was like, because I geeked the fuck out on him, like at WonderCon. Like I waited around. I'm like, why is he late? I want to meet Reek. What's going on? And then he showed up, and I was like, yeah, I hang out because I was like, yeah, John and Deke told me to come back here, hang out with you, and he's like, yeah, I've been working on the arcade artwork, and so he gave me a bunch of prints, autographed my sketchbook, and then gave me these two Relic Knights posters came out. Like the one that I have, this big one, it's shrunken down as it's usually like a tournament price support. But this was the big one that he made prior to them shrinking it. So it's pretty dope.
That's
pretty
cool.
Excited about that. Okay, but I will find it. I will find the hard gay.
Yeah, I'm gonna order it tomorrow because I'm afraid I'm so tired. I'm gonna type in my address wrong, and then I won't get my hard gay. Someone else will get the hard gay.
Oh man!
They're just gonna open up the box, and it's gonna be 3 hard gays and a ninja.
That price support from a couple years ago. They threw in like probably, I don't know, I want to say like 10 or so of those in there, and then another 10 of Onibaba. So that's what I was giving out at Comic-Con. That's where Sean he showed up, and I think we taught you Ninja All Stars, and then I gave him one of those. But they're pretty damn sweet. Oh God, I need to sell these Labyrinth miniatures. I need to sell those. Those are worthless. Well, the game is worthless, but people want the minis. Well, what am I missing? There was one con girl whose rack was so impressive they made her a character. Oh, are you talking about Marie Claude?
I thought there was 2 of them that
There's
they
a
made
few of them
characters
actually.
off of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few of them that they, well, particularly like when they did Tentacle Bento. There's some of those are based on like actual girls. Let's see. I heard the game was super bad. That made me sad. Yeah, that game is awful. Like I walked up to the counter with that, and the people behind the counter were like, "Look, dude, we like you. Please don't buy that." And I was like, I just want to paint it. I promise you, I won't play the game. They're like, okay, good. Just play it. Just paint the mini. That's fine. Oh shoot. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue. So how are we gonna do Wrath of Kings? We need a 4. I can bring a 4-foot mat. I'll bring a 4-foot mat, and that should be good enough. Marie Claude is Canadian. Yeah, people look out for me in that shop. They're like, don't buy that. That's terrible. Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I have 3 hard gays and a Hanzo in my cart, and I think I'll pick them up tomorrow when I'm
There
away.
are multiple rules for Hanzo,
Oh, there are?
which is interesting. Yeah, like you can play Fire Hanzo, Water Hanzo. You can play Standard Hanzo.
He's based off of
He's
Ninja
a
Gaiden, right? If I recall, that's what he
maybe.
looks like.
I thought he was Hanzo from Samurai Showdown, but I could be wrong.
Oh, probably. He's just so cool.
Yeah,
So like,
Hanzo's pretty damn awesome. So I gotta find my Wrath of King shit for tomorrow, and then I'll like reconfigure my bag and all that because I gotta throw it in my car. I know the painting is over. We're just gonna we'll just here. You guys can just look at shit while I'm fumbling around the room. And then, whoa, I'll probably turn off the feed here in a little bit anyway. Let's see. Dizzy Angel Demon haven't crossed in years. Need a passport now. Guess I'm getting my passport.
yeah,
How come
okay.
that fell?
I think 3 hard gays would be just an amazing sight on the table. If they were like, if that was like his crew, like him and like there was a blonde one, like one that's painted out like yours, and then there's like a crazy like pink haired one. I think that'd be hilarious.
A pink-haired
Yeah.
hard gay. Hard gay. Okay, let's see.
All right, I think I need to go to bed, man.
You gonna roll? All right, dude.
I'm like in bed as we speak, like just slowly fading away.
All right, dude.
All
Have
right,
a good one then. I'll see you tomorrow.
bye guys. See you tomorrow.
Night.
All right, night.
Onryo Ronin 2. Okay, let's see. Totally worth it for Marie Claude. Mix boobage had me like bonk. Yeah, she's really sweet. I like Marie Claude a lot. She's really sweet. So let's see. God, I'm glad there's no camera here in the closet full of games and miniatures and things. It's a little horrifying to take all in at once. Oh, everyone says good night to Andrew. Sweet. Let's see. Whoop. Okay, so I have, these are, oh, I got a bunch of 4-foot mats. I don't want to bring all this just to play one game of Wrath of Kings. That's my issue with Wrath of Kings is it plays on a 4-foot mat, and everything else I play is on a 3-foot. Oh God, I'm gonna have to unravel all this crap. But anyways, so you guys can discuss that cool shit that you like. I'm gonna do a little bit of packing for tomorrow because I got to get up. Like I said, I got to get up early in the morning. Got to drive about 2.5 hours out to Idlewild, and then go to a meeting, and then drive the F back. Oh, there's only 2 mats back here. Why did I do that? Oh well. Yeah. Then I got to drive back, and then on the way back, hopefully, with any luck, I should be clear to get my games in. So it always complicates you when you have a was Hardgay in the closet. He's still in the closet because I know I have him. I know. Don't worry, Dizzy. I know I have him. He's in there. So I know he's in there. I don't know if I have an Onibaba, but I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone would be bent out of shape if I don't have an Onibaba. Let's see. Jason wants a Batman game with me tomorrow too. Do you think we can all get in a game together? Yeah, possibly. I think that would be feasible. Let's see. So I'm gonna pack this. I know the YouTube video often show 1v1, but never 3-way free for all. Yeah, I don't know. Filming that is, I'll be honest with you, it's probably not worth filming because it's just way too chaotic. If we did want to film something like that, I definitely wouldn't stream it because it's like it would be next to impossible to follow. So, but that's okay. I don't need to. We can always film another Batman game. Like in fact, I don't even know if I'm gonna. Probably do want to stream a Wrath of Kings game. So I probably will break out the camera for that. Onibaba ran the sweatshop before Dizzy, but Diz Canuck Fu was too strong, eh? I like the A at the end of that. That sends it home. It's too strong, eh? I kind of they were making Dizzy on her stream. They were trying to make her say Nosferatu, because of the way like her specific inflection on that was quite enjoyable, I believe. So I didn't get to hear her say it. I don't know. Like I was like, whoa, what was a big deal? Nosferatu? That was, maybe we can make her say that. I don't know. Holy shit, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah. All right, so here's what I got to do. I got to transfer my Guild Ball teams into my Wrath of Kings KR box, and then put the KR box in. Yeah, that's going to work. God, I love having a KR system because everything's fully compatible. So all I got to do is pull the requisite number of trays out of this box and put the other ones in. Ooh, these are so deep, I don't even need to do that. I don't even need to. Well, let's see. I guess I'm playing Alchemist tomorrow, so all I'm going to do is take my Alchemist team. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So I'll just bring Alchemist, and I'll bring a little bit of terrain. Let's see. That reminds me, I still have to listen to that clip you sent me. Yeah, Tori knows how to take clips in Twitch, so he took a clip. It was actually me repeating something that you said that was hilarious. So, so take that for whatever. Yeah, I'm only playing one game of Guild Ball tomorrow. This is the issue with playing too many games. Yeah, it's awesome that you can play all these games, but unless I'm going to carry that refrigerator on my back, which is a KR4 backpack, it's a crazy backpack. So unless I'm going to do that, kind of SOL with regards to, ooh, I could stick my metal goal in here. Yeah, kind of SOL with regards to trying to reconfigure everything every time I have to move. Oh, you just watched it. Those are so deep, I don't even need to do that. Yes. I stand by that comment. Those were that deep. That was some deep shit, man. Let's see. Do I want to take the time and throw all these Union in there? Fuck, probably. Damn it. Might as well. Right? There's no. Might as freaking well. That way I have a bunch of options for tomorrow. Even though, like I said, we'll probably only play 2 games. But that's what we do. I used to carry. Now, if I did the full fucking refrigerator KR pack in my car, then I could also bring Ninja All-Stars with me, but there's about a 0% chance I'm actually gonna play anything like that tomorrow, because we're gonna play that on Friday. But I do need to get, for Friday, I need to get the specific terrain out that we're gonna use. And oh my God, these guys actually get stuck together. And be ready for that game. Damn, I love this shit. It's gonna be so good to play Wrath of Kings again. Is it just Batman or is it all DC peeps? Well, there are 2 games. There's the Batman miniatures game, which focuses in on the Batman universe, and that's all because and they're 2 different games, mainly because there are power levels. Like Batman is mainly dealing with humans, and maybe a few augmented humans, whereas these other games, the DC game is gonna, you can play, the lanterns. You can play the really powerful shit. So, but yeah, I haven't played the DC game yet, but from what I can tell, it's it's a simpler game than Batman is. So it's not quite as immersive, but it's designed to be simpler, and you can get through your games faster playing stuff like that. So I'm just gonna throw all this shit in there. You can quote me on that. Throwing all the shit in there makes sense. Awesome. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, I'm hoping that meeting goes short, but it probably won't. That's just a long. Oh shit! I forgot to. Damn it. Okay. I was supposed to print something out for that meeting tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll just figure it out. Oh my God. There's still a lot of space I need to fill here. The hell am I going to do that? Sweet Jeebus, you're still on. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, really. I mean, we're well past painting at this point. I'm just putting stuff in my bag because, like I said, I've got to have it all in my car in about 4 hours, so that when I'm driving back, I don't need to stop at my house and reconfigure and head out. I can just throw this backpack in my car. That's what she said. Yeah. So, anywho, I wish I still had, like, if I wasn't working tomorrow, I would have just broke out like another 4 or 5 chibi miniatures and started up more chibis. Or actually, Dizzy, I have an idea specifically for October that I think is going to be kind of awesome and makes use of those orcs that I picked up the other day. So I'm kind of excited about it. We'll see if it pans out. I do think it will pan out, and I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. Because I think it's awesome. Anyway, so we got that and that. Do I need? Is there like Wrath of King shit that I need from here? Doesn't look like it. This is what you get when you whenever you have to bring another game with you. Orktober, yeah. I think it's gonna be rad. I think it's gonna address a couple of issues I have at the same time and make people happy, I believe. That's the idea. And if it doesn't make you happy, oh well. I tried. Wow. Oh shit. Okay, that guy's got to come too. Damn it. Oh crap. Okay, that's a problem. What the hell happened? Something collapsed? Like these closets are old, and I have an embarrassing amount of stuff like steampunk gear in here. I've got like Ren Fair, like leather armor and shit. It's pretty bad. Okay. So I can take all of this out, which is what I shall do. Nelson, I'm not even going to bring my Batman terrain tomorrow. I just don't see a need for it. Because you got terrain at the shop, right? October was a cool themed event. Yeah. I mean, I can bring my mat if you want. But I don't really see much need in bringing all this terrain. Hard case closet. Yeah, technically this is hard case closet. So you wouldn't be wrong if you said that. Let's put that there. And we'll put this here. And let's get the Wrath of King stat cards. Shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's them right there. Yeah. Oh. I do. We have everything there at the shop. Splice that in with the clip quoting me. Here, look, Dizzy, you were asking me yesterday, does Arena Rex have its own artwork? So here's the artwork for Medusa. So you can see she's real sheer. You can only kind of barely make out her face there, and her cloth is all sheer. And then you have a little background fluff on that particular miniature. I just thought I'd share that with you since I'm digging through shit right now. Most welcome. Yeah, so we're good. We're just gonna, so tomorrow I'll just bring my Batman stuff and, oh my God, what's this? Oh, okay. Oh shit. I owe, those are some stat cards that I owe Andrew, actually. And then where are the other Wrath of King stat cards? Oh, here they are. Okay, so we're cool. Okay, so that looks good. Looks good. Put that in. Looking okay, I think. Just gonna do that. Okay, so now backpack is almost successfully reconfigured. I still need some D10s for Wrath of Kings, which I'm sure I have here. So I don't really have anything else to say, guys. but we are leaving the shit open. So if you wanna say anything, hard gay references. Everybody else is going tonight. Yeah, everyone's hitting the hay. I was able to quote myself and be respectful. It'd be pretty cool. All right. That's gonna go up there. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Okay, I think we are in good shape for tomorrow. So we'll just call it. All right, guys. So with that, I think we're gonna call it here. I'll do one quick little sweep of the minis that we painted tonight, just so you can see, but we didn't work on these. I painted those a while ago. But we painted 4 Ronin. So we painted this guy. This is, I guess, the abandoned Musashi Miyamoto, because yeah, there was this guy, Howlin' Yip, pretty awesome, and Andori Kaiken, and finally her, Dark Kitsune. All right, guys. So with that, we're going to call this to a close. Want to thank everybody for watching. Have a good night, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.